Oh, what is he doing?
Watch out!
Crap.
What the?
Paimon's not trying to make it seem. It's just... Okay then. While the baby of the group is having a moment, how about the grown-ups get to work?
He's so rude,
Give
man.
me your hand.
We'll catch ourselves a few fish. Have a little barbecue. Play some cards and bask in the sun.
With their clothes on or off?
Maybe I need to spell this out. Lean in a little, Flins.
What do you mean lean in a little? To do what?
Oh my.
Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today we're going to continue with Act 7 of the Song of the Welkin Moon. Why is there a lizard in here? Oh. Oh yeah, they're all depressed. They're all sad because Columbina basically got kidnapped. Well, she didn't get kidnapped. She sacrificed herself.
Yep, all ready. How about you two? Green and good to go?
Paimon's ready.
All right, I'm ready too.
Great, let's get rolling then.
All right.
Great. Well, first things first.
Wait.
Someone's here.
Who?
We heard your footsteps. Although...
You've been here for a while now. I take it you followed the Traveler, but I don't sense any ill intent in you.
Who is it?
Come on.
Oh, who's that? I thought it was gonna be a playable character. This guy looks like an NPC.
I figured it wouldn't take you long to notice me.
Gediminas, the Knave's subordinate. Okay, so this is Arlecchino's subordinate?
I come bearing news from my lady, the Knave.
Dottore went through the motions of returning to Snezhnaya, but it was obviously a facade. However, he has not returned to the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau, nor has he made an appearance in Nasha Town.
Well, in that case, he'll be in his lab way up north. I always wondered why he applied for his own private pad. He was planning this all along.
Tell them that Sandrone and I will go on ahead. If they still intend to pursue this matter, they should meet us at the research center in the northern tip of Nod Krai.
Got it.
Nice of Columbina's two best friends to think of us. We appreciate the heads up. Our sincere thanks to the Fatui for your aid.
Okay.
Lady Damselette may have left our organization, but at least some of her colleagues remain genuinely concerned for her well-being. Not to mention that the Doctor's increasingly cryptic conduct gives us great cause for alarm. We have crossed swords many times before, but it's not personal. We're just on different sides. We don't lack humanity.
That's a good point. Also, it seems like every Harbinger has their own personal agenda as well.
And so, as fellow friends of Lady Damselette, it's only right that you should be in the know about this.
So it's not always clear, like they're not always clearly an antagonist or an enemy.
Arlecchino's situational awareness has saved us a lot of trouble.
I'll leave the map here with you. If you do decide to head to the research center, please proceed with caution. And remember, at least while you're in Nod Krai, Lady Arlecchino's subordinates are your comrades if you want them to be.
You basically said we're friends, man.
This is very accommodating of you.
Nice. Or we're allies.
We can't thank you enough.
Cool.
Just doing my duty. I shall take my leave now. If you need us, you'll find us at the Experimental Design Bureau.
All right, I guess we're heading. We know where we're heading next.
So, the doctors left the Experimental Design Bureau and headed to some research center up north.
Marionette seems to think he's been planning this for a long time. But when did it start? Before he even arrived in Nod Krai?
It seems his loyalty to the Tsaritsa is lip service at most. Behind the scenes, he may even be working against her.
Whatever his motives, we know that he's decisive and incredibly ruthless. Facing him unprepared would be a recipe for disaster.
At this stage, it's difficult to predict his next steps. I suggest we split into two groups. We need some people to stay behind and guard Nasha Town.
Well, as much as I'd love to help, infiltrating research labs isn't really my area of expertise.
Okay, what is?
But at least take Cool Your Jet's Ducky with you. It should be some help during the battle.
Why did Paimon make that face? Like that surprised face.
And as for Miss Nefer, I suppose you will stay to protect Miss Aino?
Detecting operational logic. protect Dino. Priority. High.
Okay, so no info with
Just
us.
in case, Sir Varka, I think it would be best if you stayed behind as well.
Okay.
You can leave the research center to us.
So no Varka either.
I mean, I would have said the Knight of Berea should probably be out on the front line, but okay, fine.
He just like gives in. He's like, okay, whatever you say.
Leave Nasha Town to me. Be careful out there, okay? If things get out of hand, fall back right away.
Okay, so I guess they're gonna guard all the people back here.
Yehoda will be on hand to assist you. In my absence, she can handle any intel gathering work.
You got it, boss. You guys make sure to get back here in one piece, all right?
We will.
Things are moving fast. We'd better head off soon if we hope to keep pace.
This is gonna be a very dangerous mission if you want to stay behind to help everyone here.
So, it's infiltrate a secret research facility, or... Yeah, alright. Paimon will help out here instead. Sounds like it's gonna be a pretty intense fight.
So we're gonna be separated from Paimon.
We all have to bring our A game here. So, anything you need to wrap up before we leave?
While this isn't a special phase, certain systems and functions will be unavailable. Nah, let's just go and do it. I'm good to go.
Then you'd better get going.
All right,
Very well.
here we go.
All these broken machines on the ground. Someone got here before us. Could it be Arlecchino and Sandrone?
Why do the flames look like that? Oh yeah, because those are Arlecchino's flames, huh? That's why they had that glow to them. All right, let's get inside here. This is Dottore's research facility. I have a feeling it goes deep underground, yeah. Because it didn't look very impressive from the outside. Like, it looked like just the entrance to like a mine shaft or something. Okay, whoa, look at this place. It reminds me of like the Shinra reactor in like Final Fantasy VII or something. You know? Like it has all these tanks and stuff like that. Oh shoot.
That's quite a welcome party.
What's with all the explosions? Oh, we have a trial Flins. Okay, we have a trial all of these guys. Trial Lauma.
You poor lost lamb.
Come on, man. I have my own Nefer and Lauma. Why'd I have to use a trial version?
Seek within.
Alright, what
The
else?
long sleep beckons.
I don't have Flins though, so it's nice to have him. Eh? Oh, they made us use Hydro Traveler too. Interesting. I guess we don't have to worry about having the wrong element for this team composition.
Wipe out! Water jet!
For the everlasting forest, leave this place.
Okay. Whoa.
Get back! I said get back! Do you hear me?
The heck? Why are there monsters loose here?
Why isn't it working? No! Don't come any closer! Don't!
Okay, that shouldn't be funny. A guy getting ripped apart by monsters, but it's just like, why isn't it working? Like telling them to stay away we should work or something? No, or maybe he has like a like, you know, maybe they have some kind of like collar or something and he was trying to like command them, I guess. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of weird. It's like, he thinks asking the monsters nicely to go away will work. Alright, well, let's get revenge for this poor man.
Be silent.
Poor Mook who just
You
died.
poor lost lamb.
Damn, these guys have kind of a lot of HP.
You poor
Okay.
souls. May your spirits find peace.
Grab that key on the ground. We'll probably need it at some point.
Alright. Let's use that. Okay, more Wild Hunt.
Watch
Whoa!
out.
Explosion.
There's no way through. Let's go around.
Okay. Oh crap, explosion. Okay. Guys are escaping.
Trespassers. Here? What's wrong with you people?
This guy is Jotautas, the doctor's subordinate.
We're looking for the doctor, and we understand he might be here. I see you're fleeing the facility.
You looking to settle a score with a doctor? Good luck with that. I don't think you have many chances left.
Perhaps. But you might have a chance to live if you start talking.
2 other harbingers had the same idea as you. They're already inside. But what good is it gonna do? The doctor wouldn't do something like this unprepared.
Seems to me that you're not too thrilled about being his subordinate. Also, is it just me, or do I sense monsters nearby? If you'd prefer their company to ours, that can easily be arranged.
We need to know what the doctor is up to. Please, if you know anything at all, tell me.
It always catches me off guard when Traveler's voice, and then like I can't help but laugh.
This is about more than us versus the doctor. His actions could have consequences for all of Nod Krai, and perhaps even your homeland, Snezhnaya.
Damn, we got to him. He's hella sweaty too.
He's building something. Ambitious doesn't even begin to describe it. Feels like this could be the big one. God knows how long he's been planning it. A while back, he told us he'd be returning to Snezhnaya. We weren't expecting him back so soon. This time he brought some gemstones with him or something. 2 of them.
Oh, the moon marrows.
The moon marrow spheres. He stole them from their rightful owner, Columbina.
Oh, Lady Damselat? Last I heard, she left the Fatui. Before she went, she told us she'd finish what Her Majesty asked of her, and wished to focus on some personal matters. I remember thinking that leaving us might not be the best choice. I mean, I always looked up to the captain the most, and... Back when this all started, the higher-ups dispatched 3 units to Nod Krai to execute their plan. They were led by the Doctor, Marionette, and the Damselet, respectively. I was a part of the Damselet's unit to begin with.
Oh, okay.
She never really interacted with us much. In fact, she seemed sort of detached from everything. Not because she was distracted, just felt like she was indifferent to the world around her. Like she had no stake in anything that happened. She always seemed like she was staring off into the distance. Almost as if she didn't see anything worth living for in the present, so she had to look further afield. That's right. She always used to stare up at the sky.
Well, even though her eyes were closed, I guess she was like going like this or something.
The Doctor used to stand nearby and watch her. Apparently they got along well at first, but somewhere along the way, she grew wary of him. Started avoiding him as much as possible. After she left, everyone in our unit merged with the Doctor's. He's similarly indifferent to the world, except when it comes to the moons. He seems to have big plans for them. Right now, obtaining the 3 moons is his #1 priority. He even said, if he can only get his hands on 2 of them, he'll create a 3rd one himself.
How would he create an artificial moon marrow? Maybe the knowledge he gained from the Hyperborean phantoms has something to do with it.
Thank you for cooperating. We appreciate the level of detail.
I get the sense that you'd serve under Columbina again if you had the chance. Would that be fair?
No, she's no longer a harbinger. As a member of the Fatui, my loyalty will always belong to the Tsaritsa. I'm only telling you all this because I don't completely trust the Doctor. His actions do not align with the goals that first brought us to Nod Krai.
I understand. We'll do everything within our power to stop him. The Knave's unit is based at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau. Maybe you can seek refuge with them.
So even his own men don't trust him. That's crazy. Well, he does come off just like a mad scientist, you know?
Now we know what's going on here. Artificial moon marrow. He's likely well on the way to completing it. Dottore's technological capabilities are far more advanced than I thought.
I fear this could get ugly. Everyone, prepare yourselves.
Damn, dude. Alright. Look for the Doctor. Damn. Whoa! This place looks crazy. Actually, it's kind of interesting, like, the levels of technology in Teyvat, like, in this game, very wildly, you know?
Be silent.
Like, this place looks like a sci-fi setting, like, it has computers, machines, like, all kinds of industrial stuff, and then when you compare that to the first area, Mondstadt just looks like, you know, a medieval fairy tale, basically. Oh, shoot. Okay. More monsters on the loose. This place looks overgrown with, like, plants and stuff. Okay. So I guess we have to proceed through this area. Yeah, like, this looks like it could be a vault in Fallout or something, you know? Like, that's how high the technology level here looks. And compared to the other places, it's like night and day. Like, even Natland that has its own unique type of technology rooted in the, you know, precursor civilizations doesn't have, like, this level of, like, I guess modern, quote-unquote, or sci-fi level of technology. It's kind of interesting. Whoa. Damn, man, this place is deep. It's interesting, though, because there's, like, flowers everywhere, too, you know? It's not just metal everywhere. Like, he has, like, little flower planters and stuff. There he is.
Welcome, one and all. I've been expecting you. I hope my humble research facility is to your liking.
Yeah, we really appreciated fighting our way in through a horde of monsters.
The gall. You expect us to believe you've just been patiently waiting for us?
Of course I have. Should I be worried about something? Everything seems to be going quite smoothly so far, and you've shown up right on schedule. First Sandrone and Arlecchino, now you. Quite a surfeit of guests I've had today.
What did happen to Arlecchino and Sandrone? I don't see them.
If you were looking for them, I should probably mention that Arlecchino disappeared as soon as she entered the facility.
Oh.
As for Sandrone, why, she stood right here only moments ago demanding answers from me at the top of her voice. Hardly out of character. She never was one for basic courtesy. But I have to admit, I was a little surprised to see her showing concern for someone besides herself.
And then what happened to her?
Does everyone you associate with undergo such a change in temperament? Speaking as a researcher, I have to say, it is not a change for the better. It threatens one's ability to remain objective.
Where is Sandrone?
Well, since you ask...
Uh-oh. Did he put her in that tank?
So you've got your hands on the moon marrow, and now you're claiming godhood. Don't you think that's a bit of a stretch, Dottore?
I must protest what you are insinuating with that phrase, claiming godhood. I am not claiming anything. I am stating a fact. You're a researcher. I'm sure you appreciate the distinction between the two.
Huh? Wait, you really think you're all that? You'll excuse me if I'm not being a polite little lady for you. We're colleagues. We both know what kind of person you are.
You know what? Their banter and this whole situation is reminding me of Valkyrie Profile. Like, Dottore is reminding me of Lazard, and she's reminding me of Mistina.
By the same token, I knew you'd respond along those lines. You and I both understand that facts speak louder than words. To that end, I've had my people send you a small gift. It should go some way toward helping you understand my present position.
What gift? Where have all your troops gone?
Who knows? Perhaps they are already marching toward a new world, following in the footsteps of an unknown god. As vulgar and arrogant as you may be, dear Sandrone, I have no intention of taking out my displeasure on your subordinates. They will enjoy equal rights to my own.
Did he send his troops to attack her robots or something?
You sent your people to the Experimental Design Bureau?
Yep.
That's the Tsaritsa's property.
Yes, and I am very mindful of Her Majesty's instructions. But you know full well that they do not conflict with my present goals.
Really?
In which case, all I'm doing is conducting another one of my experiments. Is there a problem with that? Now then, you have a judgment call to make. Am I simply lying to stall you? Or is it possible that every word I am saying is the truth? In which case, your subordinates really are in danger.
So now you've turned on fellow Fatui soldiers. You're completely insane.
I have set a new rule for myself. Each person gets one chance. Naturally, that includes you, Sandrone. If you wish to leave, I won't stop you. We are colleagues, after all.
Scumbag!
Damn. Okay, so she went to go protect the design bureau.
Still, I hadn't counted on Sandrone sparing any thought for the people of this world. Shame. I always found her self-centeredness to be one of her few better qualities.
Self-centeredness is a better quality?
How can she ever hope to achieve greatness when she's so obsessed with protecting her little design bureau?
I bet Arlecchino's gonna pop out soon.
It's more than a little disingenuous to speak of achieving greatness while taking hostages. Or does honor no longer mean anything to you?
Honor? I have the marrow of 2 moons in my possession and will soon complete the construction of a 3rd. I will be the god of a new world. And you speak to me of honor? How charmingly naive.
Those are sacred relics. You do not deserve them.
In my view, many in this world do not deserve to be alive.
Jeez,
and
man.
yet I mercifully permit them to go on living, do I not?
This guy is crazy.
You'll come to regret your actions.
Will I now?
Alright, let's do it.
Let's see if you can make me.
Dude, this confrontation's been a long time coming, because we first encountered Dottore and Sumeru, right? That was like how many chapters ago? Man. Let's do it. Finally. Like, it didn't take that long for us to confront, you know, Senora.
The long sleep beckons.
We first meet her in Mondstadt, and then, you know, she pops up in
With
Inazuma.
one heart, we pray.
Which is the 3rd area, so.
Receive my blessing.
Whereas this is like Sumeru, Natlan, or no, Sumeru Fontaine, Natlan, and Nod Krai. So, this is kind of spoilerish, but I already know that he's gonna be a weekly boss. Because I was trying to see what I needed to upgrade Columbina, and I noticed that you need the Doctor's Mask as a upgrade item. Yep, there she is. Nice, okay.
Arlecchino? They see you as an ally? What a farce. You're clearly here to destroy my research, not me.
I'd say your research is more valuable than your life.
Oh, damn.
Dottore is too powerful with the artificial moon marrow in his arsenal. Fighting him is futile. Quickly.
Quickly what? I'm frozen. Oh, there we go. Scripted. Oh!
Let's go.
Oh, I guess we're escaping?
I've always thought it is wiser to flee than surrender.
But we were beating him. Oh, what is he doing?
Watch out!
Crap.
What the?
Oh, he trapped us.
Forget about me. You should...
Dude.
Where's the traveler?
Just made us disappear, I guess. Damn. Oh. Where are we? Another dimension? Or another timeline? What is this place?
What just happened?
This is Nasha Town.
Nasha Town? How did I get here?
What?
Strange. I remember being trapped by Dottore during the battle. And now all of a sudden, I'm here. Something weird is going on. I guess I'll start by exploring the area.
I wonder if this is an alternate timeline, like a parallel timeline or something.
Traveler? What brings you here at this hour?
Katya.
Huh?
What are you in the mood for today? A hot dog? Or something else? We've got some special discounts at the moment. Want to see the menu?
Like, you want a hot dog?
Sorry, I'm not hungry right now.
Ah. Well, feel free to take a seat for now. Let me know if you change your mind.
Alright.
Everyone seems to be acting normal. Am I just overthinking?
Oh, darling, look who it is. One of our regular customers. Get the traveler something to eat, would you, dear?
Wait, why is he talking like that?
Well, I'd love to, but can't serve a customer unless they order something. Anyway, I take it your business is wrapped up?
Yes, thankfully. It was a long trip, and it's left me feeling pretty exhausted. But the upshot is, I won't have to leave again for a good while. We can have some quality time to ourselves.
Wait, these two are a couple? I see some kids around too. I didn't know they had a family.
Hey there! I haven't seen you in ages! What's keeping you so busy? I've been looking forward to playing with you again.
Maisie the Speranza host. Have we met? Yeah, I don't remember this NPC.
You forgot already? You're silly. Daddy brought you over to our house recently. We had some snacks together.
What is she talking about?
We've had a lot of customers over the last few days, so we've been real busy. And like my mom always says, some people are more than just customers. They're friends. Oh, another customer's arrived. I better go see what they want.
Okay.
This is all wrong. I never once heard the owner of this restaurant talk about their family. It certainly isn't a family-run business. And that child? I don't recognize her at all.
I think this is an alternate reality. This is like an alternate timeline or something.
Could this be a false memory?
Very good.
Ah.
I knew you had it in you.
There's Dottore, eating his hot dogs.
Aren't you going to try the house special?
When did he show up? No. None of this is real.
You don't seem to like it here. That's fine. We can change venues.
Or is this like a simulation that he put together? Yeah. Whoa. I think this is a simulation that he created. Oh, Columbina. Now, where did she end up? Because she just opened like a black hole into space and then like fell through it.
I'm still alive. Where is this place? It took all my strength to open the moon gate, and then I leapt into it. So this is the moon's reflection? The mysterious realm beyond the gate? I can't sense anything. I guess I could try opening the gate once more. No response. Maybe this space can't be opened from inside. If this was the space that killed both Rerir and his lover, then why am I unscathed? Or... No, I'm not unscathed. Even the air here feels frozen in place. There is nothing here with which I can restore my power. I should conserve my strength and proceed with caution.
I wonder if Rerir and Thalindis are in here.
I don't believe Dottore's scheming will stop just because I escaped. If there is any chance that I can get back to the others, any chance at all, I must return.
Okay. How, though? This is basically like a void pocket dimension type of place. Like, there's nothing here.
Emptiness.
Yeah.
Silence. What is this place? Or
like
maybe the real question is, what is it for?
She said it was the reflection of the moon?
What's this?
Weird.
Looks like it responds to my power.
Okay. Try a charge attack.
Golden. Like Kuvaki. Is it some sort of guide? And why does it feel so familiar? I might as well follow it.
Okay. Oh! Whoa!
Where does this lead? Could it be the exit?
Weird. What is that place? Oh, it has like a reindeer or something. Oh, isn't this Nasha Town? During the festival, right? Yeah. Weird.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
The Mirror World. Yep, this is the festival. Moon Prayer Night.
Nasha Town? But isn't Moon Prayer Night over already?
Carousel?
Goodbye for now, Columbina.
Ah, okay.
I hope you have a wonderful night.
This is the past.
I will. Lauma, everyone else, and me? Are these my memories? I can't touch them. It's as if we're separated by some impenetrable power.
Over here! Over here!
Let the people in these memories pass right through me. Just like when I disappeared. If only I had known what would come to pass after that. Even so, I should still take a look around. Just being back here. It gives me the strength to keep going.
Why are we able to glimpse into the past like this?
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Oh, right.
Oh, you're the genuine article. Alice was right. This moon prayer night was worth watching after all.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
That was the fortune-telling stall run by Barbeloth from the Hexen Circle.
So we're basically replaying our, past. Yep, this is the reading we did, the Lunar Arcana reading.
Please, draw the first Lunar Arcana. This represents destiny and is the foundation for the divination as a whole.
Right, and we drew the Moon Arcana. Right?
My destiny.
Yep.
I believe the card I drew was the moon. Now that I think about it, Barbeloth's divination was absolutely right. It's almost time to draw the last card. The one that represents the future.
Death. Or will it be something different?
That was the card that popped out on its own. From here, I think.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Kuvaki Pulse?
But we're the ones who made it pop out. And remember, we didn't realize how it popped out when we were in this timeline. Weird. Okay, this is reminding me of the movie Interstellar. Like where he goes into the black hole and then he comes back to the past and then makes the book fall out of the shelf for his daughter, Like, oh my gosh.
What?
Fascinating.
Yeah, we're the ones that made it pop
I've never
out.
encountered
Weird,
this before
dude.
in my role as a diviner.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Did that card leave the deck? Because of my influence? All I did was try to touch it, and then... Maybe this memory space is not untouchable after all.
Yep.
Are there weak points in the barrier?
It's like she could influence the past. Yeah, this is trippy, man.
Or is it possible that there's more to this space than my memories alone?
This card is death.
I need to get to the bottom of this.
It's like she could go back. She could basically influence the past.
I'll try touching something else.
The moon. Oh no, wait, the drones.
The wind? No, it's gravity. It's pulling me outwards. No, Traveler!
Why'd she call out my name? Oh. Is it because I'm not from this world? Whoa. Oh. Sunk. I was gonna say, can we influence things so that she doesn't, fall for Dottore's trap or something? Damn, they're all downcast. Explaining to Paimon that the Traveler got trapped. Now Paimon's gonna be crying and cripplingly depressed. Well, they're all sad, really. Because they don't know what
Paimon,
happened
listen
to
to
us.
From the bottom of our hearts, we are so, so sorry. We completely understand how you must feel. The Traveler is trapped, and we all feel responsible for it.
Don't say that! Paimon's not a little kid! You didn't leave him behind on purpose! There was nothing you could do!
Aww.
He's all alone in there! What if something happens to him? What are we gonna do then? We've barely spent any time apart since we met. Is he gonna die?
We must find a way to rescue him. We were all involved in the operation where he was captured, and we do not abandon our comrades. That being said, it won't be easy. Through conversation with the others on our return, we've arrived at a basic idea of what we're up against. Dottore's lab has clearly been in operation for a lot longer than we realized. We found many monster samples stored there. In all likelihood, They were materials he used to research his latest technology.
So that's why the monsters were there? He was harvesting them for parts or something? Like materials?
We also know that through his contact with the phantoms of Hyperborea, he gained knowledge about the moons and certain Hyperborean technologies.
I mean, I guess we use monster materials to ascend, you know, to upgrade our characters, so I guess it makes sense.
Using this knowledge, he then fashioned an artificial moon marrow to serve as a replacement for the frost moon beyond the sky. Unlike Columbina, Dottore is not being rejected by Teyvat. And even with 2 of the 3 moon marrows, his power far exceeds all of ours combined. Once his 3rd moon marrow is complete, Dottore will have completely seized the authority of the 3 moons. Teyvat's most primordial powers will then be in his grasp.
Does that mean...
I'm afraid so. No one could have predicted this level of insanity. Not even from Dottore. And unfortunately, his insanity is coupled with an intellect and ambition that not even his peers in the Fatui can match.
This is dire. Sounds like the world is done for.
The 3 moons' authority can influence the very fabric of time and space. I dare not imagine what a monster like him would do with that kind of power.
The trouble's already begun, I'm afraid. On our way back, we discovered that part of Nod Krai is being enveloped by an unknown energy. We cannot ascertain what is happening inside. I'm convinced this is Dottore's doing. Not that there's any way to prove it. The issue is, we have no idea what his intentions are.
The only thing more frustrating than facing down evil is knowing that it will surely come, but not knowing when.
The Doctor is guilty of numerous crimes at Mondstadt as well. One of our knights, well, former knights. His father was murdered by Dottore.
Who?
His ideology and methodology are a danger to everything in his path, from individuals to entire nations. He does not feel guilt, even when he acts against his own people.
Oh, is he talking about Diluc?
He doesn't see them as his own people, that's why. People like him see everyone else as beneath them.
Right. He views other people only in terms of how they can benefit him. That's the basis of all his social connections. Granted, he's hardly the only harbinger to pursue their own interests. We all do. And Her Majesty is gracious enough to permit it. Still, her mercy has its limits. Dottore's actions have gone beyond even what the Fatui could have imagined. Usurping divine authority to become a god. For a servant of the Tsaritsa, that goes beyond being disloyal. It's treason of the highest order.
But he said that his motivations were in line with the Tsaritsa's.
We can't expect him to heed the Tsaritsa's will once he gains the 3 moons' authority.
Right.
Even we harbingers consider him the most self-interested among us.
Poor traveler. Of all the people to get caught by... We have to go save him right now. Please, we gotta find a way.
Paimon, I promise you, we are with you all the way.
Can we play as Paimon?
I get how you feel. I do. But it's gonna take more than strong emotions to take down an enemy like Dottore. What we need now is more information.
Right. We can't even guarantee he's still at his research center. Before we can think about mounting a rescue operation, we need to confirm the traveler's location.
How are they gonna find us, though?
I'll find a way.
Paimon knows, but she's so scared. If anything happens to the traveler, he might be the strongest person Paimon knows, but he's still human. He feels pain and bleeds just like anyone else.
Oh, what was that?
Then think these through before you stick your neck out. Unless you want to lose your head.
Sandrone.
Miss Sandrone, you're okay?
Put the stuff over there, and be gentle with it.
What did she find? What stuff?
Am I okay? As you can see, I've had to move my whole livelihood out of the Experimental Design Bureau. It's been swallowed up by Dottore's energy field. If I'd left it any longer, I probably would have gotten stuck there.
Okay, so I guess she's moving into the curatorium for now. And it looks like he created, I think he created like his own pocket dimension over the design bureau. Remember in the design bureau there was also like the fake moon that they were making at the bottom of it or something? Remember at the bottom of that pit?
Ugh, Dottore always goes a little loco when he finds a shiny new toy. Not that he'd ever admit that. But this time, he's gone full psycho.
Or I don't think it was a fake moon, but I think it was like part of the old moon that fell or something like that. Damn, Paimon, stop crying.
Just go ahead and cry already. Sorry. Paimon's not trying to make it scene. It's just, she can't.
Aw.
Oh, Paimon.
Let it all out. There's no shame in it. When you're overwhelmed by fear and despair, crying can help get it out of your system. You'll feel better for it.
Okay then, while the baby of the group is having a moment, how about the grown-ups get to work?
Jeez, so rude,
Give
man.
me your hand.
God, dude, so rude. He's like, okay, go cry, baby.
You've made a discovery?
Jeez, man.
Polonia, scan.
Like, heartless. Well, openly heartless. We know that she has a soft spot, too.
You, hand, now.
Why is she being so rude to everyone? It's just funny.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, my lady.
Trying to be all flirty about it.
Curses!
Oh, God. Who's next?
You're next. Then you.
What is she checking for, though? As Terrordome scans everyone who took part in the battle against Dottore, her face contorts with displeasure.
You son of a... He's done something to us. Everyone who entered his research center has been implanted with some sort of curse.
Okay.
I don't feel anything unusual at the moment. Does that mean it hasn't activated yet? Is there a way to figure out its purpose and what might trigger it?
My best guess is Dottore created it using the moon goddess's powers. 1 second. Analyzing.
I wonder if they're the ones who are in an alternate dimension. Weird.
Ah! That freaking maniac!
So, what twisted game is he playing this time?
The moment I analyzed the energy composition, some encrypted text appeared in my mind's eye. And when I deciphered it according to the Fatui's standard encryption protocol, I got the following message. Feel free to run, or you will perish in Nod Krai.
He's mocking us.
Yep, he loves to toy with people. Only in this case, there might be more to it. But I didn't detect any murderous intent or malice either in the message or the curse's energy. As if this is him at his least malicious.
Or perhaps all people are cowards in his eyes. Maybe he thinks the threat alone will be effective.
What a despicable person. And he has the Traveler in his grasp.
If I may, as unhinged as Dottore may be, he has always exercised great patience with the objects of his interest.
I remember a comment he made when we first arrived in Nod Krai. He said, "This world is, on the whole, an exceedingly dull place. But at least there are a few intriguing features, such as the gods, or the Traveler. Presumably, they interest him because they're unknown quantities. He wants to understand as much as he can about them."
Agreed. The Traveler is Tevat's fourth descender. All Harbingers are aware of this. Since Dottore took such pains to capture the Traveler, he is unlikely to kill him right away.
Right?
Okay, but we still have to do that rescue operation. Of course. I also think we need to read between the lines with Dottore's message. If he's encouraging us to run, that means we mustn't leave Nod Krai under any circumstances.
I guess it's like reverse psychology.
My guess is his curse will only trigger if we leave.
Ah. What does the curse do, though? Oh, Durin.
We've discovered multiple energy fields. Albedo is still attempting to analyze their structure. He told me to report back first. Each field is slowly growing, swallowing up more of the surrounding area in the process. And the pace of their expansion has increased since we first examined them. He's probably trying to swallow Nod Krai whole.
His nefarious ambition knows no bounds. If this continues, the whole of Tevat will be in trouble, not just Nod Krai.
The loss of Columbina could not have come at a worse time. Do we think she's truly gone for good?
She entered the space beyond the moon gate, knowing what became of Rerir and Thelindis. I'm sorry, but I fear the odds aren't good.
But Rerir was able to come back, right?
Don't be ridiculous. If I know her, she's busy finding a way back as we speak just so she can annoy me. She isn't dead.
Actually, given like that she was peering into the past and influenced, her own past, like she might be in this room right now and be able to influence something.
Whatever has become of her, the fact remains that we are two comrades short on the eve of a decisive battle.
We need to find out the Traveler's location, but there is also other work to be done.
Agreed. Whatever Dottore's planning, we have to get the local populace somewhere safe. So, as well as a rescue mission, we have to organize a mass evacuation at the same time.
It would be best if someone could approach leaders of neighboring nations and negotiate emergency asylum for Nod Krai's inhabitants. Can anyone handle that?
Okay, but basically only the people who didn't go to the research facility can do that.
Snezhnaya is one option.
Oh.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, never mind.
This would be so much easier if the Traveler was here. No! Stop thinking like that, Paimon. Paimon will join you.
There we go.
She's pretty well connected thanks to the Traveler.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come in handy.
Paimon could be a diplomat.
Either way, that's what the Traveler would do if he was here.
Alright, cool. So we're gonna play as Arlecchino with Paimon or something? Oh man. Or it'd be cool if we could just control Paimon directly. Alright. Okay, back to Columbina.
Back here again. That gravitational force that pulled me back. Is this where it came from? When I saw that memory of Moon Prayer Night, I think I influenced reality. Was it just a coincidence? Or, if only I could have sent the others some kind of warning on Moon Prayer Night. Maybe we could have stopped Dottore.
See, that's what I was talking about. I thought that's what she was gonna do.
I feel so heavy. Does entering that space consume a lot of energy? Well, even so,
okay.
I have to keep moving forward. Back to emptiness and silence again. I should try and find my way back inside that memory.
I wonder if she could influence them, right now, like in their present moment.
The entrance from last time isn't showing up. What am I missing? Looks like I need to gather these scattered fragments.
Alright, minigame. Okay, how do I gather the scattered fragments? Oh. Do I have to gather them one by one? Can I just, AoE gather these? Come on, man. I guess they want to test my aim here. There we go, I've been practicing.
It worked. Hopefully I can stay inside for a bit longer this time.
I'm practicing on aim labs. Just kidding, I don't use aim labs. Okay, so that's Naja Town again, but it's not Moon Prayer Night. There's no reindeer statue. So what is it this time? Parasa.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
That's not how Catherine sounds.
What? This doesn't look like Moon Prayer Night.
Her voice sounded deeper. She's like, Ad Astra Abyssosque. And she said it all monotone, dude. That's a fake Catherine.
Extra! Latest issue of the Nasha Express!
The Nasha Express?
I don't think I've ever been here. Maybe this space isn't comprised of my memories after all.
Maybe this is the other Nod
There aren't any
Krai.
festive decorations around. Is this Nasha Town after Moon Prayer Night ended?
Maybe this is the one that the Traveler was in. Remember how, those
Did
shopkeepers...
Dottore's plan not affect the town? Or is no one aware of what happened because he used the Three Moons' authority?
where the shopkeepers
Let
were
me
married
see if
and
I
stuff?
can influence anyone else.
Okay. Kairuo. Is she
So,
Egyptian or something?
What do we do next?
Oh.
Wait, that voice. Paimon?
She's gonna be with Arlecchino. See, I think this is gonna be the present.
The most important thing right now is to
Oh,
find
no.
that mage.
Never mind.
Lauma, the Traveler, and Mr. Varka are here too.
Okay, was this when they were looking for Alice?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Traveler!
Oh, and then remember we crossed over and I said the implied kiss thing? Because she was a ghost, remember? Yeah, I think this is where they passed. Yep. And then he turns around because he feels her presence. Oh. So she influenced this moment.
Columbina?
I made contact. It's me, Columbina.
Huh?
Yep, that was that moment, yeah. Weird.
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Huh? Wait a moment.
Yep.
This has happened before.
When she was a ghost.
This is what happened when I disappeared. I stood right over there, thinking that no one would ever find me again. It was only when he called my name that I decided to follow them. But did he turn around because he sensed my touch just now? Is it really possible that from in here, I can change the past? If I keep following them, maybe...
The gravity again, the wind.
It's that gravity again.
Yep. Okay. Back to the void.
Every time I influence reality within that space, this force intervenes and pulls me back. It's as if it's trying to stop me from leaving. I'm getting weaker and weaker. I'll just have to try another approach next time. Come on, Columbina. Keep going. You have to tell everyone what happened.
Okay, Traveler.
Suddenly I've been plunged into darkness. Alone.
Okay, now he's really in the void because it's just blackness.
It feels strange. As if something has grabbed hold of me. Is Dottore now powerful enough to interfere with space itself?
Look at you, standing so still in total silence. I almost didn't recognize you. Hello there, Traveler.
Okay, now there's reality around us.
He seems to be in a good mood. Wait, what's that behind him?
Yeah, what is that moon contraption?
Ah, so you noticed. This is the completed Trilune.
Oh.
2 primordial moon marrows and 1 artificial specimen.
Okay, so that one in the middle is the artificial moon marrow.
You are wary of it. Good. Maintain that reverence. You performed well in that recent battle. Brave and reckless as always. Courage is the sign of a true hero. And impulsiveness is the hallmark of those who strive to advance.
Is it?
I say this not to belittle you. Most creatures are far more timid by comparison.
3 moon marrows? Does that mean the artificial one is now complete too?
Well spotted. What do you think? For a replica I built myself, I dare say it looks the part.
Well, it's an orb like the other ones, but it doesn't look anything like them. It has like that circuit board look on it, that circuit board texture.
Dottore, are you planting illusions in my mind?
I have no interest in fooling your eyes. On the contrary, I hope to show you the true essence of all that you see before you.
Oh.
Is this not a beautiful city? People live in peace and find joy in their work. The streets are safe. People can even leave their doors unlocked at night. You might say it is the Elysium everyone dreams of. All available data indicates your values and worldview conform with the mainstream. This kind of society should be quite to your taste.
But?
False beauty is deceitful. Lies are to no one's taste.
I wonder, is it your moral standards that are too high? Or your expectations of reality? Answer me this. If someone existed in a sweet dream from the moment they were born, a dream in which they never once felt pain, which do you think they would consider superior? The dream or the reality?
It's like the Matrix now, you know?
That's pure sophistry.
Damn.
It has nothing to do with your actions.
As I suspected. You have yet to understand all of this for what it really is.
What do you want from me?
You sound impatient. Do you think the only reason I'm keeping you is because I want something from you?
If it's not, then why haven't you killed me yet? No one can stop you if you're as powerful as a god.
I'm delighted you recognize that fact. I believe we last squared off in Sumeru. Ah, the memories. How time flies. You and I have both grown. I'm not surprised that Arlecchino and Sandrone worked with you. You've always a way of slowly but surely ingratiating yourself with all levels of society. People laud you as a hero, but I suspect there's more to it than that. Oh, but to be clear, I don't say that to flatter you.
Do you always give your opponent an appraisal before you deal the final blow?
Call it a long-time habit. I'm a researcher, and one of my duties is to give an objective assessment of my subjects. But you misunderstand. We are not opponents. Not at this moment. I just want to talk. Think back to Tartaglia, Arlecchino, Capitano, Columbina, and now even Sandrone.
Tartaglia? Okay. What about them? That's like a Mount Rushmore, I guess. No, just kidding. Mount Rushmore of the Fatui.
You've worked with each of them in the past. I believe you can work with me as well.
In what way?
What makes you so sure?
Well, why not? Should the good associate only with the good and the bad befriend only the bad? I like to think we could have a more mature relationship than that. Surely you don't think all your relationships are grounded in friendship or shared ideals. People come together because it benefits them to do so. If you think of the people you admire, you must surely admit that they have provided some benefit to you. Morality, ambition, dreams. People have plenty of words to embellish the nature of their relationships.
Oh, Lord.
But once you break free from those ethical frameworks, you will see that the only thing connecting the two of you is mutual benefit.
It's upside down.
And that is what I'd like to talk to you about.
We're finally getting into it. He's probably been planning to kidnap me for a long time now. But for what exactly? He has the authority of all three moons. I won't be able to gain the upper hand in a fight.
If he's as powerful as
if I pretend that I'm willing to negotiate for now.
As powerful as a god, what does he need our help for?
You say you're a god, but you also speak of mutual benefit. What could a god want that the three moons cannot provide?
Like, what can we do for him?
Excellent question. But before I answer, I would ask you the same thing.
If he's so powerful, you know?
Gaining Columbina's allegiance was a rare and extraordinary feat. But the Moon Marrows are now in my hands, and I have the edge over her. For this artificial moon is not being rejected by Tevat. Her identity and lineage may have been a thing of glory in the old world, but they were also shackles that prevented her from ever integrating into Tevat. I, on the other hand, you may view me as a thief, but I have overcome that limitation. So what is it that the three moons cannot grant you? What stops you from negotiating with me to get what you want?
I don't make deals with lying psychopaths.
Dude.
That's quite an accusation. Are you expecting me to get angry with you? Well, this is one aspect in which my personal growth has served me well. In the past, my less mature self might have been disappointed, perhaps even angry, over a small setback like this. Like when you and Lesser Lord Kusanali joined forces to oppose me, for example. But things are different now. Just as the rich do not quibble with the poor, I no longer find myself perturbed by these trivial affairs. Human relationships end with conflicts of emotions and interests. But relations between humans and gods are different. And ours is even more unique. I have ascended to the highest heights and laid claim to unprecedented horizons. And you were no ordinary person to begin with.
Right, we're not of this world. Just forces us in the chair.
Allow me to show you the world, Descender.
Uh-oh. Okay. Sitting on the ocean. Cutscene? Oh. Follow the doctor.
To stand, walk, jump, sit, and lie down. These are the most common of behaviors.
Jumping is common? I mean, like, in real life.
Have you ever wondered why we were born following such laws? Who stipulated that we could not fly instead of walk?
Okay. Whoa. 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 Is this Fontaine? Or is it still Nod Krai?
Someone of your talent and experience must surely know of the 4 great rulers who serve the heavenly principles. They govern life, death, time, and space.
4 great rulers.
One wounded by a blade will die from blood loss or infection, and one who falls into a lake will drown in agony. The elderly wallow in solitude, and the solitary age faster. Eventually, new life is born, only to embark on the same path of suffering. These 4 divisions anchor the world and shackle those who live in it. But they themselves transcend its boundaries, squandering the power bestowed by the heavens. All who live yearn for equality, but unless the gods prostrate themselves and profess that they are mere servants of the living, equality can never exist. Who makes the rules we must live by? Who has the right to restrict us? The limits of the body can be rejected.
Said the doctor used the power of the 3 moons to grant us new strength. What does that mean? Oh, that was just insta-kill right there. I didn't even use my skills. Do that again. Boom, insta-killed. Okay. Boom, insta-killed. Wow. Insta-kill. Okay, this is a boss, Radiant Moonfly. Can I insta-kill him?
How does it feel to be among those with absolute power?
Damn, that feels too easy. There's no challenge in this game if I could just do that.
You cannot conceive the extent to which your flesh hinders your mind and spirit.
Whoa! Now we're swimming through the sky.
Only by discarding our useless, primitive eyes can we perceive a new world. How narrow-minded we all were in the past. Why should the final answer of the world not be the power that predates those of life, death, time, and space? The power of the Trilune.
Whoa!
Through it, I have glimpsed new experimental possibilities. Nature suppressed, authority exiled, souls controlled. You know, I heard recently that a group of critics reviewed countless stories and drew an interesting conclusion. They found that it is more often than not the villains who strive tirelessly to push the boundaries of progress. In fact, long before this, someone voiced a similar idea in an academia editorial. I felt a great affinity with this perspective. I have never been afraid to step up and play the role of the villain. Fanatics are trampled down for their transgressions, and those who transcend are rebuked for their audacity. And so, the majority of creatures are too timid to follow my lead. But all sacrifices made during my experiments have been worthwhile, as you can now see. I can offer you something new, something unique, precisely because I am a villain. Think about it. We are eternally bound through mutual interest. Can you truly say you would never turn to malice if it could give you the life you dream of? After all, what value do perfection and purity really have? They are fragile and feeble things, utterly tedious. I say, better to be governed by a flawed humanity than a gnosis. The true seeker of knowledge is the villain who undergoes countless tribulations in pursuit of their goal. I'm sure many people have told you that you're different.
Because I'm a descender?
Exactly. Very clever.
But what has that got to do with you?
I do not conceal my wicked deeds, my selfish desires, or my greed. A true researcher must act as I do if they are to understand and speak of the truth. And yet, a knowledge seeker like myself will inevitably grow tired of studying Tevat beyond a point. You have traveled to all corners of the world and met many people. Along the way, there have been moments when you were misunderstood or even became a wanted criminal. And all the while, you have spent your days doing some of the most mundane jobs in the world. You fight and toil, claim minuscule rewards from my friend Pantalone, then you fight some more, winning some battles and losing others as your search goes on. And this cycle continues, with no end in sight.
I mean, that is true.
Surely you must sometimes grow weary of being stuck in this same loop day after day.
We're completely different. I embrace everything that life throws at me. I am engaged in every step of my journey.
How does that make us different? I too embrace what life brings, researching everything that interests me. Think of all the novel things I've managed to create. Like the artificial moon marrow. Don't you see? As unique a specimen as she was, even Columbina is not irreplaceable.
Take that back! She's gone because of your actions!
I didn't say that to anger you. Though admittedly, I don't see what there is to be angry about. Anything Columbina could do for you, I can do better. I know what your ultimate goal is. You wish to walk the path your sister walked, and seek answers from her at the end of that journey, don't you?
Someone like you could never understand what it feels like to care about another person the way I care about her.
Perhaps not, but that doesn't mean I can't help. I could find your sister right now, bring her before you, and make her give you the answers you seek.
Don't be so presumptuous. You'll never begin to understand the situation between us.
Oh, no. This is no presumption. I'm only offering what I know is possible with the power of the Trilune. But it seems like you would sooner continue with your journey through this world. Why? Do you truly desire this journey? Or is it simply a necessary process from which you cannot escape? Think of all the time and energy you have spent, everything you've had to endure just to make it this far. Is this really what you want? Or has your hand been forced by the promise of that final answer? Yes, you have made many friends. But do they ever spare a thought for the void in your heart and what it yearns for? What you want is not friends. It is family. But do they know this? I, on the other hand, am far more considerate. Join my experiment, and in return, I will bring your meaningless journey and all its struggles to an end.
No more gotcha. No, I'm just kidding. No, but what does he really want? Like, what is this experiment?
This is a malicious attempt to manipulate me. But at the same time, he's stating some very human truths.
Like, I'm just curious, like, didn't he achieve what he already wants? Like, he claims to have almighty power with the Trilune and everything, so what more can he ask for, I guess is what I'm thinking, you know?
Of course he's right about my predicament. How can I deny it? I have faced ungrateful strangers, never-ending troubles, an endless quest for answers.
Ungrateful strangers.
I want to see her. After everything I've been through, words can't describe how much I miss her. How much I want to be reunited with her, wherever you are right now.
Damn, man.
Do you miss me too?
Damn, of course. I think. Damn. Oh, damn. Now they're together.
All right, everyone. Our next mission is clear. We need to contact all the major organizations, explain the situation to the public, and then begin the evacuation.
The residents of Nod Krai are quite dispersed. The two most populated areas are the Southern Isles and Pyramida. Miss Lauma, I will leave Hisi Island and Nasha Town in your hands. I will liaise with the Fatui and Pyramida.
Agreed. We will reach out to Natlan and Snezhnaya. Anyone found north of the Experimental Design Bureau should follow the Fatui to Snezhnaya. As for those dwelling south of that line, I will ask the Voynich Guild to help persuade them to leave. Then I, Mr. Varka, and the Frostmoon Scions will escort them to Natlan.
The Voynich Guild has dealings with the Curatorium of Secrets. I will send them a letter vouching for your credibility. Yehoda, you should help Lauma. This is too big of a task for one person.
I thought if they leave, the curse will activate, though.
My wish has come true. You're willingly lending me your most capable employee for the day.
Well, good for you if all this only takes a day. Of course, if it takes any longer, I'll be charging a fee.
Boss, wait! Don't I get a say in this?
Oh, I'm sorry. Something to add, Yehoda?
Well, no one's more important to me than you, boss. And remember how Lauma healed your eyes after that big battle? I think
that is
worth
true.
At least 2 or 3 days' work for the Frostmoon Scions.
Are you completely incapable of acting in your own self-interest? Or do you simply devalue your own labor?
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
Who will see to our other work if we're all busy evacuating residents? Sandrone insists that Columbina is still alive, and we have a traveler to rescue. There's much to be done.
But boss, I'm just worried that...
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
That's quite enough. Just focus on your work first.
I bet we're in for an uphill battle here. But we can help out too. Nefer and I are gonna help Nashatown's residents carry their stuff.
Loading schedule. Store essential local research data and technology samples, then escort the people to Natlan. Understood. I will execute this to the best of my abilities.
Great stuff. Thank you, ladies.
I've contacted the Lightkeepers. A colleague of mine will join us shortly. I will persuade them to conduct a thorough search of the region to ensure that no civilians get left behind.
As for me, I guess I'll be making an early return to Sumeru. I think it's important that someone informs the Dendro Archon of what's going on in Nod Krai.
Actually, I wonder if Nahida can help us.
Roger that. Someone should inform Mondstadt, too. Mr. Durin, can I trust you to handle that? I think you fly faster than any of us can run. As an added incentive, get there fast enough and I'll see about getting your gliding exam waived.
Really? Ha! Mission accepted, sir! I intend to stay behind and help Miss Sandrone with her research. She has some alchemy-related questions that she'd like me to explore.
She recognizes your expertise, then. I wish you a fruitful collaboration.
Thank you. In truth, I was surprised to hear her express an interest in subject matter outside of machines.
I believe she has been investigating some Fontanian technology recently. She made a point of bringing the relevant materials with her when she left the Experimental Design Bureau. She's sorting through everything in her room as we speak.
I should mention that we have one other friend who isn't present. He hasn't made his position in all of this clear.
Oh,
but
hat
if
guy,
we know
right?
anything about him, he's likely investigating on his own.
Paimon's been very quiet today. But I know how close she and the Traveler are with the Natlanese. She should come with us to the border.
Okay. Paimon will do her best.
Make sure to heed Sandrone's warning. Many of us have been cursed by Dottore. As such, under no circumstances should anyone cross national borders.
Okay.
Remain within Nod Krai.
So we're just, when he said escort them to Natlan, we're just escorting them like to the border. We're not going to cross over.
That aside, personally, I have faith in Columbina. Things look grim, sure, but who knows how it'll play out.
Right, maybe she'll be able to influence something.
Same goes for rescuing the Traveler. Both of them are important allies and friends. We'll be counting on you to gather intel on them, Miss Nefer.
Oh,
wonderful.
Nicole. You're all here.
Oh yeah, and what about Alice too? What happened with them?
That voice again. Nicole? Whoa, that was loud. And it came out of nowhere. So mysterious.
It's in your brain, not in your ears.
Sorry. This is the only way I can speak to you all right now. Please accept my apology. Anyway, time is short. I'll cut to the chase. We're still facing quite a catastrophe here at the world's borders. Alice has roped in every Hexen Circle member she can get a hold of. Except for me. She told me I had to come and help you all out as a matter of urgency. I quote, "You love talking, don't you? Well, now it's finally your time to shine. Take these. Make sure the whole party gets one each. You'll be in charge of making sure everyone stays connected."
The Dodo communication devices.
Huh? Is this a Dodo communication device?
Scanning. Unknown device. Analyzing. Unknown device. Conclusion. Cute. Affirmative. It is cute and good. I believe that I quite like it.
This is no ordinary Dodo communication device. It's my very own special modified version. Specifically... sorry. I almost went off on another tangent there. Anyway, help yourselves.
What's different about it?
It will allow us to communicate over long distances within Nod Krai. No more worrying about shuttling messages back and forth.
What astounding technology. Am I right in assuming that it relies on your personal abilities to function, Miss Nicole?
Yes, exactly. Right on cue, Albedo. I'd love to brag to you all about how it all works. But no, next time. Anyway, I'll be right with you all, serving as a communication hub. That's all from me. Head off as soon as you're ready. I'll be staying here to keep watch, and I'll be sending you my blessings.
Okay. Cool. Wow, so we all split up. I guess we're going to see everyone's perspective. Alright. Is that Illuga or Illuga? I think he's going to be playable, honestly. Because they're treating him like he is. Yeah, see, like the intro, the way he looks, too. He has a mole like Ayaka.
Perfect timing.
A mole right under the eye.
You are most considerate, Master Illuga. But in fact, I know you have been sitting here for quite some time.
If you saw me, why didn't you say something?
Yeah, look, he has like the higher textures and everything, the higher resolution textures and everything. So, and he has a vision. He has a geo vision. Yeah, so he's gonna be playable, dude.
I was curious to see how long you could sit still for. Also, shouldn't you have managed to sense me approaching?
I don't think he's what a lot. I don't know. I think a lot of people have been wanting another tall male, though, not another medium one.
That would be a first. You always seem to appear out of thin air without making a peep. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to address me as master? I don't qualify.
Although at least his voice and the way he like speaks is more adult, unlike Durin, who's acts like a kid basically.
I beg to differ. Why should a young man so well versed in social graces as yourself not be worthy of that title?
Please, Lord Flins, Sir Flins, I'm begging you, don't flatter me into complacency like you do with everyone else.
Actually, I wonder if he's using a new model.
You understand me better than most. My newest acquaintances tell me I love complimenting others. What do you think?
I think they don't understand why you do it. You just love puffing people up till they're a big, happy ball of hot air that floats away into the sky.
In all sincerity, I can only hope that they bring good tidings when they come back down to Earth.
Is the situation that bad?
We just held a strategy meeting. Let me fill you in.
Okay. The other Nod Krai characters like Flins and Lauma have a different model?
In short, we need everyone gone from Pyramida. We also need a team of lightkeepers to scour the more remote regions of Nod Krai for civilians to evacuate.
I was gonna say, their heads are smaller, and the proportions are different. It makes them look taller.
I only hope we have enough personnel.
We do. Old Man Nikita will definitely help. And we can recall anyone out on patrol to focus on this instead.
Good. I'm sure you and the others will make short work of this. Now, don't forget. Once you've completed this task, make sure you and the rest of the team evacuate to either Snezhnaya or Natlan as well.
Flins?
If you've got something to say, Master Illuga, why not guess what I'm thinking right now?
You mentioned that you have something else to deal with later. How difficult is it going to be?
I doubt it will be easy.
I know you're a lightkeeper, and it's your duty to protect others in times of crisis. But I have a feeling that you'll be walking into grave danger. However bad things have gotten in the past, Nod Krai has never faced a mass evacuation before. But from the sounds of it, you don't intend to come with us. I don't mean to pry, and it's probably none of my business. But whatever it is you're intending, you don't have to go through with it, you know.
I've been afflicted with some sort of curse, and I'm told it may well trigger if I set foot outside of Nod Krai. As such, I cannot leave. I have to act, if for no other reason than to fight this curse.
What? No. Why? Why would anyone want to curse you?
There are plenty of people out there willing to trample over others in pursuit of their own goals.
That's kind of a stupid question in my opinion.
Frankly, Sir Flins, I am furious. You're making light of what is an incredibly serious situation.
Are they supposed to be like lovers or something?
Indeed I am. And?
And what? I told you, I'm furious about
Just the way they're acting, you know?
Nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. Things happen, and we just have to deal with them. If you find yourself feeling angry, perhaps start by drinking a big glass of water.
Like, you're just thirsty.
Hey, you mean you're completely unmoved by my anger? I'm devastated.
What is this all about?
Then allow me to express my sincerest regret. Come by the lighthouse sometime. We'll catch ourselves a few fish. Have a little barbecue. Play some cards and bask in the sun.
With their clothes on or off? Okay, the way they're acting, it seems like he's like acting like he's his boyfriend or something.
Maybe I need to spell this out. Lean in a little, Flins.
What do you mean lean in a little? To do what?
Oh my. This doesn't bode well.
He's like, close your eyes. Uh-oh. He said lean in.
Word
do
is
what?
that you were caught up in a real horror show recently.
Okay.
People were amazed that you returned safe and sound. They've been debating whether you're even human.
Well, he's not human. He's Fae.
I've returned safe and sound from plenty of crises. When you say people, do you mean other people? Or do you just mean you?
Uh-oh.
Fine. I'll be frank. You're not human, are you?
Nope.
Heavens. Now that's a horrifying thought.
You know what? Forget it. We'll revisit this once it's all over.
A sound plan. Albeit a little ominous sounding.
Just promise me you'll come back in one piece.
Oh my god, dude.
Right?
I think they're in love, man. Or like they're portraying it that way.
For you, Master Illuga.
Oh my gosh.
How could I refuse?
Okay, this is for the BL fans out there.
Also, please pass my regards on to our colleagues. Tell them, thank you all for your assistance. Please put safety first as you proceed with the operation.
Although a lot of that felt like awkwardly forced in. Like I don't feel like they needed to show all those interactions right there. I think they were just trying to showcase Illuga and then get like the BL fans all riled
I
up.
have to keep searching for a path toward reality.
Riled up for them as a couple or something. Like that didn't feel like, it just felt awkwardly forced into that portion. Come on, man. I guess they're trying to make this more interactive at least, rather than just show us a long cutscene.
This should do it.
Okay, so now
The
what?
last 2 times I tried to influence reality in this space, it consumed a lot of Kuvaki. I'll try and be more careful this time. I need to leave key clues behind using less power.
Okay, how?
I hope everyone still remembers what I said on Moon Prayer Night.
There. Okay. I don't remember this.
Nothing here either. Flins?
Ah, Miss Nefer.
What's with this music?
What are you doing here? Unless...
I just spoke with Illuga about arrangements for the search and came for a walk nearby.
Ah, okay, so this is back in the present.
As for you, why would... It appears we think along similar lines. And neither of us likes to accept things at face value.
As well as figuring out how to gather intel on the Traveler, I wanted to confirm some of my own suspicions. Also, We'll need to bring a lot of force to bear against Dottore, even if we're only looking to rescue the Traveler. We can't leave anything to chance.
Why is he playing this song?
You don't think Columbina perished either, do you?
I'm merely considering the possibility that she survived, just as you are. How much can we really know about a deity like her anyway?
Do you remember what she said on Moon Prayer Night? About using moonlight to send messages to us.
Right.
Of course. I think that's why we're both here.
Where have you checked so far?
I've been focusing on the outdoors. Anywhere the moonlight shines. I checked most of Nasha Town, but didn't find anything.
I checked the Curatorium of Secrets, and a few rooms where I thought I might find some leads. But no luck here either. The only places I haven't looked yet are the rooms in the flagship.
Ah.
But process of elimination isn't the only thing that brought me here.
Oh, really? What's your other reason?
I need a drink. Oh. I thought she was going to say she needs a drink.
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Huh? Am I imagining things? Come on, let's see what's going on.
That was the night after the battle with Rerir, right? Okay, she knocked over the plant.
Oh no. I knocked over a vase as soon as I came in. It must have been caused by a Kuvaki fluctuation when I entered the space. Although, it seems like I'm not about to be pulled away this time. It looks like as long as I'm careful with my actions, it doesn't count as influencing reality. Anyway, is this the flagship? The Traveler mentioned that's where he was staying. I only went into the lobby last time, so I've never actually been here before. How does this space work? If nothing else, I can now be sure that it is not simply memory.
Right, because she never went here.
He mentioned where his room was. I think it's this one.
Okay. What is she gonna do? Uh-oh. What if she finds our dirty underwear in there? Like, this is his room. And she finds, like, a picture that we have of Lisa and Jean. No, just kidding.
But if this is anything like when I disappeared, then maybe...
She finds all her pictures of our mommies. Oh, man. Oh. Oh?
I'm in.
Uh-oh.
He and Paimon aren't here at the moment. I hope he's okay. I wonder what happened to him after that battle with Dottore.
She doesn't know about that.
Best not to dwell on that for now. I need to try and leave them some clues. Please, Traveler. I really hope you find this.
Oh, they saw the broken vase. There's the cat.
Huh. Just a cat.
Ah, they think the cat knocked down the vase, though. The vase.
Nothing else here strikes me as noteworthy.
Didn't you stay here for a couple of nights once?
Before Rerir showed himself, yes. It's also where the Traveler and I first met.
Did you notice anything unusual during your stay?
I remember thinking how much noisier the flagship is at night compared to the graveyard. Other than that, no. The Traveler and Paimon were most congenial neighbors.
This is where they've been staying, yes? Over here?
That's right.
I wouldn't usually condone breaking and entering, but we can make it up to them later.
Focus now. I have to write a message on the wall using Kuvaki, just like I said on Moon Prayer Night. Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words I have written. Here goes. I'll need to carefully control my strength.
Oh, hold to maintain the power in the target area as you write. Okay. Ah, okay, so this is kind of like fishing. I have to keep it within that purple section of the bar. Cool. Oh! Did I mess up? Oh no, it's a new one. Okay, right. They have a language that we can't read, so to me that just looks like a U and W. Like ooh, ooh. That looks like an HI. Ooh, hi or hi. I know that they don't have the same writing as us, but that's what it looks like to me. It looks like hi. Oh lord. Ooh, there we go. Hi hi. Hi. HD. Oh man. Hi. Oh, maybe they'll see it.
There's a noise outside the door. Is he back?
Nope. Uh-oh. What if she's like, why are Nefer and Flins using this room together?
Please, you have to see these words.
Are they hooking up? Like, are they a couple? Oh, man.
Well, do you sense anything?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, you can't see the writing?
And this place was our last chance.
Oh, the door is closed.
Not necessarily. We've only looked in Nasha Town so far. Miss Columbina said she would leave messages at her friends' dwellings. It's still worth checking where Miss Lauma lives and where I live.
Let's try and make some time to look into those then. Wait.
What are you waiting for?
Paimon might have overeaten slightly. What's that look for? This is a victory feast. It's normal to eat a little more than usual.
The Traveler in Paimon. It's really you. But why are they talking about a victory feast?
Huh. You worried Paimon sick while you were out there fighting Rerir. So this is your chance to make it up to her, alright?
Wait. So this is the night after the battle against Rerir. How did I end up here?
Yeah.
That's quite a long time ago now. Wait. Time. That's it. Every time I've entered reality within this space, it's been at an earlier point in time. Every one of those points has been before I fell into the moon's reflection. And everything I've done to affect reality really did happen in the past. Does this mean that within the moon's reflection, time flows backwards? Starting from the moment I fell in?
Not long till Moon Prayer Night now. It's gonna be even livelier than tonight. Although, it's gonna be sad saying goodbye to the damselette. She seems like a really nice person.
Paimon. No, I can't. Even if I make contact, they probably won't understand what's going on.
And then the gravity will pull her back again.
And in any case,
Yep.
I'll likely get pulled away again if I do. Instead, I have to find a way to get them to notice what I've written using the moonlight.
Maybe put food near there so Paimon will go and try to eat it and then see the writing.
Wait. Even I hadn't thought of doing that before Moon Prayer Night. They'd never conceive of that possibility. Is there truly no other way?
Don't lose heart. We'll find a way somehow.
Huh?
Oh, you say that, but the Frost Moon is beyond the fall sky. If we wanted to go visit her, how would we make it through to the other side?
We might not have all the answers now, but I'm sure we'll find a way one day.
Huh. Guess someone's gotta be the optimist.
The present. The future. That's right. There are still things I can do.
What's your plan?
Flins, when you were staying next door,
Ah.
did you ever open the window?
They have to let the moonlight in so they can see the writing.
No. The rooms here are dark and damp. And there's such a buildup of dust on the windows that the moonlight can't even get in. I didn't think it was worth the trouble.
Open the window.
The moonlight?
Yep, you have to let it shine in so you can see the writing.
I think I see where you're going. One moment. I'll see if the owner is available.
Can't they just jump up and reach that?
Don't bother. Time is of the essence.
Oh. What's she gonna do? Stand on the table? Oh, throw a mug up there?
Time. Even if no one sees what I've written at this moment, Maybe someone will remember what I said after Moon Prayer Night.
Or she's gonna break the window by throwing the mug at it.
I need to write down as much information as I can. And maybe one day...
Oh, there we go!
Huh? What's up with you? You can't even hold your cup steady. Are you getting tired?
A little.
Well, you should probably hit the hay then. You've had a really tough couple of days for you.
You truly have. You helped defeat Rerir, helped me reclaim my name, and you helped the others organize Moon Prayer Night. Wherever you are right now, I'm sure you're still fighting against the injustices of fate. This is all I can leave for them. How I wish I could stay here, but it's time for me to go. I hope to see you again in the next time, and if the opportunity presents itself.
I will surely return to your side.
So she was able to read it. Ah, there you go. Now they saw it. Okay, it doesn't just say hi.
Columbina. She's alive.
Not only that, but she's left us an entire wall's worth of clues.
Cool.
She even wrote down what would happen on Moon Prayer Night. It's just a shame we found it too late.
I am here. Time in this place flows backwards. I am constantly moving forward.
It sounds like she's found a way to influence the past using Kuvaki, but her future is our past.
So, these words have been here ever since we defeated the Reihir of Solnari. We just never discovered them. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Do you ever mull over questions like that?
Only when I'm in a good mood, and at leisure.
You're in a good mood right now?
Well, I never do. Everything that has happened already belongs to the realm of fact. As a business person, and especially an intel broker, what I do is extrapolate from those facts to try and read the future.
An admirable philosophy.
It's a means of survival. Let's go. We have a wall's worth of clues to share with the others.
Alright. Next. Albedo and Sandrone. Okay, they should be an interesting pairing. The chill dude and then the hot-headed tsundere.
It appears that the doctor's energy signature has changed to something similar to Kuvaki, but not like the Kuvaki we're used to. Nod Krai's Kuvaki devices will only have a limited effect on it. I can see why you've chosen to place your hopes in alchemy instead. Also, I must say these books are rather profound.
My subordinates just shipped them in from Fontaine. Some of them are from the Narcissenkreuz Ordo. Some are incident reports from Petrichor, and then there's a few test reports for these junk machines. Additionally, after some further scanning, I've discovered something extremely annoying.
What's that?
Tevat's skies contain multiple moons. A long time ago, when I did my first scan, I detected 3, just as the legends say. But when I checked again just now, I detected 4 moons.
So there's one extra?
Yeah. Originally, I thought that if I could still find 3 moons, that would at least mean Columbina's still alive. But then it occurred to me that apart from the frost moon, Tevat's moons are just husks. And husks surely shouldn't show up in the scan, since they're not alive. It's weird, isn't it? If we can't even distinguish between a dead and a living moon, how are we supposed to know whether a moon goddess is still alive? Or does this mean that the moon marrows are equivalent to the moons themselves?
It's certainly possible. In which case, the 4th moon you detected may be Dottore's artificial creation.
So he wasn't bluffing. He really built his own moon marrow. Ugh, I'm so mad right now.
It's easy to get overwhelmed when you have too much on your plate. Maybe you need to relax. Perhaps try going for a walk.
Albedo?
Or simply take a few deep breaths.
Okay, I thought he was gonna try to hit on her or something. He's like,
Nothing can calm me down at a time like this.
maybe sit down on the
I
couch.
need more time, and I need progress.
Like, let me give you a massage. Oh. Dodo. That's the ringtone.
It's Mr. Flins.
Oh.
I really hate that ringing tone. Ugh. First the 4 orthants of the Narcissenkreuz, then moon marrows. Now what?
Oh, sorry if we're disturbing you. Might I ask what's troubling you?
What do you want? We're busy.
Are you still at the Curatorium of Secrets?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, everyone else is still out, so there's no hurry. Plus, I'm busy, so I would appreciate if you gave me some space.
Damn.
Even though we have crucial intel to share.
Fine, I'm listening.
Do you intend to share it via the Dodo communication device?
Ordinarily, I would, but this is a unique situation. I think it's best that we discuss it in person. See you at the Curatorium.
All right then. So, what's the situation?
The rest of the team is still out working on their missions and evacuations, but we've decided to fill you in on the most crucial information first.
Sandrone, you were right. Columbina is most likely still alive.
That's the best news we've received in a while. By a long way.
Okay.
Random locations. Appearing in reverse order? Are you serious? So not dying isn't enough for the moon goddess, huh? She has to show off too.
What do you mean show off?
Anyway, does this mean we can deduce her condition from the moon marrows?
Miss Androne, there's nothing wrong with simply admitting that you're happy to hear the good news.
I'm not. And she's the least of our problems. We're facing a huge crisis. If she can't control the flow of time in there, she's just gonna keep moving backwards. Different points in time won't intersect, and she'll never find a way out.
Because we keep moving forward, she keeps moving backwards.
Let's say life begins with a drop of water. When did time begin? The moment this planet came into being? No, that's not right. Her final destination would be the moment at which the space she is in was created.
But it doesn't seem like we can influence that space from the outside world. So how can we help her? Also, if she's alive, Rerir and Thalindus might be too. But as far as we know, neither of them have come back out. That space may not have an exit at all.
I'm afraid I must concur with Miss Nefer in this.
Can't exactly argue with that. Let's leave it there for now. I've taken notes on everything you said.
Will it help with your research?
I doubt it's gonna help with breaking Dottore's energy fields. But who knows when it might come in handy. Better to have it all written down than try to remember everything when I need it. All right, I need to get back to my research. Mr. Albedo has made a lot of suggestions that will require my undivided attention.
Sure, I'll stay here. I have things to work on.
Okay.
Paimon, are you there? Oh, right. She went with Varka to Natlan, didn't she? Good thing we've moved her and the traveler's luggage in here.
Uh-oh. She's gonna look through our stuff.
Speaking of the traveler, where could they be? There's a note from Paimon.
Paimon here. Not in at the moment, but if anyone needs to borrow her stuff or the travelers, go ahead and help yourself. Paimon won't be mad.
Okay, so she gave them permission.
Also, traveler, if you get back before Paimon, make sure to get some rest. Paimon misses you a lot, but put your health first, all right?
How sweet. Well, since you offered, Paimon, don't mind if I do.
Oh, what about the card?
This is the traveler and Paimon's luggage. All the items they use day to day are here.
Dirty underwear? No, just kidding.
It's well organized. I wonder which of them is responsible for that. What do we have here?
Oh, among the daily necessities, there's a photo. Okay, so that was for Moon Prayer Night, wasn't it? When we were holding the sugar sculptures?
The camera captured a special moment that can only occur between people who are close to one another. You can really sense how the photographer feels about their subject. I wonder why this picture was placed outside. Is it because Paimon recently looked at it?
Or was it Columbina? There's also a thick adventure handbook in here, a record of Eric's achievements and memories in Tivat.
This must belong to the Traveler. Perfect. I'll use this. Hang in there. We'll find you.
I guess Sandroni's unpacking her stuff, too. Oh, we're playing as Felonious.
Felonious. Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books.
Okay, this is not what I was expecting at all. That's why I'm so amused right now. I didn't think we'd be walking around as Felonia, dude. Look at that. He walks hella slow, though, man. Okay, I don't want to walk around too far. I kind of wanted to walk around the whole bar, but he walks so slow. Oh my god, he literally walks like a mechanical robot, which he is. Search-related contents. Okay. Scan this. We were assigned ancient log, Carter Sherbius. We were assigned to the same lab. I was nervous at first since everyone said that he was a child prodigy. Since the disaster, such people are more precious than ever. I had thought that an institute star recommended by higher-ups might be more full of himself, but he's much better than I expected. He's just not the most sociable sort. No obvious symptoms. I made a huge mistake and knocked over an ancient geometry machine that took a lot of effort to bring back from the desert ruins. The machine came to life and made a huge mess of things. Though he's a lot younger than me, he's really smart. I can't imagine that's how he managed to tame the machine. Maybe taming isn't the right word. Maybe the other engineers will look down on me for using it. But it really did feel like taming. I know modern clockwork machines well enough, so I can see the huge technological gulf between the two. Even disregarding construction, we will make little meaningful progress if we do not resolve the power issue. But I still have to be careful. I've never seen Elaine angry, and I don't want to find out what he looks like when he gets angry. A few minor symptoms. Took the day off. I can hardly believe it. Elaine came to visit me, and even brought his sister. She's a lovely little lady and unafraid of strangers. A fine day indeed. We discussed the idea of thinking a machine based on gems and tape circuits. I used the word discussed, but actually I just said things like, oh, or that's really amazing, or how will you do that? Whenever he paused and didn't make any real contributions. He was really into it though, and he behaved very differently than he usually does in the lab. His little sister is probably way smarter than I, a research assistant. It seems there are interesting upsides to having my disease flare up, but I'd prefer to return to the Institute and help as soon as I can. The additional machines got here. The previous ones are no longer usable since they were completely dismantled, but it did clear up a lot of things, at least according to him. Something about it being driven by the elements in the ley lines, an interaction we cannot recreate with our current level of industrial precision and material science. I helped to compile the report, but there's so much I couldn't understand. Apparently, lots of people are secretly unhappy that Elaine is getting more research resources than they are, but if you ask me, everyone's smarter than me and they should all get along. We'll make the world a better place that way. His sister said that some of their friends will be joining the Institute. I'm looking forward to meeting them. No obvious symptoms. Joined the lab as new partners, but now their conversations are doubly confusing. Oh, I understand every word on its own just fine, but once they string them all together, I can't make heads or tails of it. Jacob is really the only one even close to being on the same level as me. I feel ashamed just writing that. An adult looking for reassurance from a child as young as he is. I feel like I've lost all the self-respect a grown-up should have. Based on their research on prime energy machinery, seems like they decided to adopt this name, Elaine and Renee are thinking about trying to use the characteristics of Usha and Numa to construct a new kinetic core. A few minor symptoms. I may have contributed. Well, maybe. I went on a picnic with Elaine, his sister Renee, and Jacob. It was technically supposed to be field research, but the idea came from Elaine's sister and me. We thought they lived too little outside of the research, so we asked the Institute's director to arrange something. Petrichor is not exactly the most exciting place, but the scenery is quite lovely since you can see the Great Waterfall. I brought a camera from the Institute to take photos for them. I do hope we'll have more outings like this one, especially since that means more opportunities to take photos of his sister. After all, Elaine is always working. Given how he will not be with his sister as she grows up, these photos will come in handy later when he begins to regret not spending more time with her. Ah, okay. I was like, why does this guy want to take pictures of his little sister? That's kind of creepy. Then he'll be able to see how she was different at times, and it won't sting quite so much. If only my family had enough money for a camera, and if only things hadn't gone so wrong, I'm sure my mom would have taken lots of photos of me. Renee and Jacob like Elaine's sisters a lot too. When the four of them hang out, she sometimes acts like an older sister to them, despite being the youngest. A fascinating dynamic. Seemed to be interested in the ruins and the stone statues here. Renee also mentioned something about a troop and seals. Even though we went out there to have a bit of fun for once, they were still thinking about research. No obvious symptoms. Took the day off. Elaine's sister came to see me along with Jacob, Elaine, and Renee. Couldn't make it because their experiment is at a critical stage. They didn't have to tell me any of that, of course. That I was able to help at all, despite my limited abilities, is already fulfilling. I heard that Elaine and the Institute's director came to see me, separately, while I was unconscious. I feel bad that they came all this way for nothing. I wasn't even awake. Still taking time off, but I hope to go back and help them again soon. I found out that they were graduates from the Narcissenkreuz Institute, and that made me really happy. They talked about the director and the vice director as well as their adventures, and it made me feel like a kid again. The only detail that didn't make sense was the cake the vice director made, because it felt like punishment when we had it. After the disaster, I lost contact with pretty much all my friends. I'm so happy they were able to find each other again. I wonder how my friends are doing. They're probably trying to rebuild the Narcissenkreuz Institute. I got to check it out next time. Talked about the thinking machine again. I had an idea about making a thinking camera so that it would be able to take photos of those precious to him while he's busy. He thought it was kind of pointless, but that it had security and surveillance applications. They did it. The light bulb came on. I was lucky to have recovered in time to witness the historical moment. It's quite a pity, but I hope Renee and Jacob will make the breakthroughs of their own and in their own research topics. I also hope they get better assistance than me. No obvious symptoms. Took the day off. There were several visits while I was unconscious. It's a shame. All I could do is read letters they left behind. Jacob left me a note inviting me to his and Renee's lab. There's something they want to talk about. I hope I can get out of bed soon. Anne brought flowers for me, but they had already wilted by the time I woke up. Took the day off. I was able to get out of bed today. This is where I first met Elaine. For a time afterwards, I documented the experimental procedures and phenomena based on his oral descriptions while standing here for the first time. He was trying to start up the machinery below in an ill-fitting lab coat. Renee and Jacob later entered through the door, and Elaine would temporarily forget to act the young genius, rushing toward them like an energetic kid. Here I bore witness to the first successful controlled annihilation reaction. The brilliant light cast a deep, dark shadow, and I believe history was made in that moment. Will someone like me, so excited I knocked over the ink bottle, play a role in an event that will go down in history? Behind the locked door on the other side is Renee and Jacob's lab. It seems access was limited due to the dangerous nature of their research. They are destined to become towering figures in history. I guess Elaine moved to another lab. Based on his plan, once the energy problem was solved, he would study kinetics. I'll go greet him later. I wonder how Anne is doing now. What manner of beauty will she grow up to be? I'll stop writing here. I don't have much time left. I hope everything goes well. Okay. Damn, that was a long book. I wonder if all of them will be that long. Otto Menekwi sermon dictation concerning the apocalypse. In light of the formal and rigorous proof outlined above, I believe that the correct term for this situation is fortuna. It is an ancient Remurian technology, a wisdom unparalleled. I never imagined that Remurian ideas would be so similar to the computation graph that I have named the world formula. This is strong evidence. Human civilization is bound to lose its potential amid ongoing exploration and evolution. Humanity's decline is, in truth, unfolding at this very moment. To put it bluntly, ladies and gentlemen, the apocalypse draws near. This is not the hallucinatory babbling of some wandering monk from Sumeru. Rather, it is a logical deduction grounded in reason and natural philosophy. Please take a look at this diagram. Beneath the most hidden of all hidden, the number of cycles, that is, the number of higher particles, can now only be 4. No new world cycle can be generated through reconciliation. In other words, the end of this current samsara is the end of infinite light. These sparks of civilization are all but extinguished unless we begin to consider introducing variables beyond the existing system. After all, the world itself is itself the external manifestation of a dream, and therefore... Keyword world formula located. Oh man, I can't look at the other books? Hold on. Let's see. Might as well, right? Ancient log, Elaine guillotine. Guillotine. I found out if it's guillotine, like how they're pronouncing it in this game. I'm just gonna call it guillotine. My assigned assistant doesn't seem very reliable. Unlikely the power sources of those war machines can be used at the moment. Core is far too dangerous. I'll get them to seek out other such mysterious machines. No progress with reporting today. Went out with Anne under my adoptive father's watchful eye to seek inspiration at sites where battles took place. Ran into Renee and Jacob. The assistant doesn't seem reliable, caused some accidents, just another obstacle to overcome. This kind of machine seems to take arbitrary external forms. Quite interesting. Research will focus on the power source. Research prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off, asked Anne for help. Recommended Renee and Jacob to the director of the institute. Research prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off, asked Anne for help, suggested she join the institute, but she wasn't interested. Research prime energy machines. My assistant still isn't back. I'll go pay a visit. Found Renee and Jacob's adoptive father with my own adoptive father's help. The supplementary prime energy machines have arrived. Should be able to make progress now. Assistant seems to be in good spirits, probably just a minor illness. Research prime energy machines. Renee and Jacob joined the institute. They've been assigned to my project. Field research today. Interesting machine statue. Research prime energy machines. Research prime energy machines. My adoptive father visited, but I was too busy to host him. And scolded me. I'll remember to apologize next time I see him. Research prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off. On the threshold of a major breakthrough, assistant took the day off, too busy to visit, and scolded me. I'll go tomorrow. On the threshold of a major breakthrough, forgot about the visit. Am sorry. We'll invite everyone to go with me. Took the day off. Assistant took the day off, went to visit. An idea. A virtual neural network based on a vast quantity of thinking units instead of logic trees. Cameras. Research prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off. Research prime energy machines. Assistant took the day off. Research prime energy machines. Renee and Jacob went to begin conducting their own research today. Assistant took the day off. A breakthrough. Patent application process is too annoying. Forget it. Assistant's condition seems alright. Still a little worried. Considering the gap in medical technology, advise assistant to go to Sumeru. Took the day off. Researching machine kinematics next. Must make a materials list. Visit. They said a bigger lab has been prepared for the kinematics experiments, but I've decided not to move for now. Visit. Been urged to move the lab several times, but if the lab is moved, my assistant might not be able to find it. A pain. Visit, move my lab. Elaine Guillotine, okay. I'm not remembering all the lore, like I'm familiar with this from the Narcissus Croix thing, but I'm like, this guy is reminding me of Dottore, like just the way he talks and stuff. I don't know if there's a connection there. Alright, wow, there's 2 more documents. Hopefully they're not too long. Ancient notes. Though it's a shame we'll have to miss it. I was looking forward to Coppelius's new work. Ever since he was a child, he's always been incredibly talented. Out of consideration for everyone's safety, it has been decided that the institute shall close. Driven by the energy and vigor of youth, the young ones are clamoring to go out and do battle. I hope someday they will understand the importance of prioritizing post-disaster reconstruction over marching off to die. I fear that it shan't be too long before we must depart. We've chosen a good piece of land near the Fountain of Lucine as the post-relocation site. They even said they wanted to use the land to build an opera house. They sooner set faces aflame with shame and laughter. To think that anyone could be so comical. We're going to pay our respects at Basil's grave. I hope it all turns out like Emmanuel said. However, it's the Institute's responsibility to support gifted and talented youths. Met with the newly appointed Eudix. He has a peculiar temperament. Seems much more reliable than Leon and those other clowns. Okay, I wonder if he's talking about Nouvelet. If all goes well, it has the potential to completely revolutionize our understanding of Clockwork Mecha. The proposed methodology and plan are reliable, worth paying more attention. The results of early phases have been satisfactory. We will increase our investment. Carter's leave requests have been increasing in frequency. Better have someone keep an eye on him. He may be having financial difficulties. Not like it's possible for it to be a family matter. After some consideration, I've decided to enroll them and temporarily assign them to the same lab. However, I'm concerned about the impact of their joining after Elaine on the mental state of others. Must keep careful watch. Still unconscious during the visit, so couldn't speak. Decided to take a blood sample and see if there is a cure or a way to mitigate it. Although the proposed research plan is expected to face challenges in obtaining recognition, I believe it holds significant practical value, so it justifies approval. Toxins remain in the soil and water and have not yet been fully neutralized. The water is producing deformed oceanids. In a way, this could be a reflection of previous events. I only just learned that these are Carl's adopted children. It's a shame that Narcissus Croix Institute no longer exists. This could be the biggest breakthrough in a century. It will change all of society. The report mentioned abnormal movements. I'll have to find a chance to talk to Emmanuel about it. Keyword not located. Alright, this should be the last document. Irrelevant engineering blueprint. Keyword not located. Okay, so we finished our investigation of those documents. Let's go ahead and turn over the keyword to our master, Sandroni.
Let's see. This one is Ontonki sermon dictation concerning the apocalypse.
Ontonki? That's not even how I was pronouncing it. Ontonki.
I believe that the correct term for this is Fortuna. This was an ancient Romorian technology, a wisdom unparalleled.
Ontonki.
I never imagined that Romorian ideas would be so similar to the diagram I have named, the world formula. This is strong evidence that human civilization should gradually shed possibilities as it continues to explore and evolve. The end of humankind may well be upon us right now. The sparks of civilization shall run out, unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. Variables. Surely that can only mean one thing.
Like the Traveler or something?
Descenders?
Descenders, yeah.
Dottore likely captured the Traveler because of his descender status. But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world itself. Why would Dottore need anything beyond that? Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the fate of an entire world. Introducing a variable would therefore give us
free will, or like, you know, the ability to transcend fate, I guess. Right? Or like alter fate. Like if you throw in a random variable, then it's no longer predetermined, right? Is that what they're getting at?
Search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books.
Here we go. I guess we're like the Google search engine. We're the AI assistant for Sandroni now. Okay, collect the correct documents. All right. Oh god, are we gonna have to read all these again? Here we go. Oh my god, how many documents? Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hopefully I have enough. My vocal cords can handle 5 documents. Here we go. The research notes of Master Ruggiero about the Golden Troop. Comparative studies have been conducted on the surviving ruins of ancient orders from across the land. While they all had different names, the scripts and images left behind support the conclusion that they share the same origin. Ancient scholars believe that all arcane arts originated from a pre-Romurian civilization, a belief that now seems to be much more than mere speculation. Fortuna seems to be the name of a symphony. Romurian musicians called it the Musica Mundana, or the Music of Origin. In their eyes, the rise and fall of civilizations, as well as the fate of mortals, are all orchestrated by the movements of a symphony. And when a civilization perishes, a new one is always born in its wake. Their philosophical system is complex and enigmatic, bearing almost no relation to modern Fontaine's natural philosophy. However, this is hardly surprising. According to their historical records, after Romuria was brought to ruins, the refugees fell under the Lochknight Arrhenius' sway. They willingly forsook their ancient faiths, tongues, and writings, embracing a life of devotion to the gods as our forebears once had. I hinted at the matter to the Golden Hunter in an oblique way, since the Marechaussee hunters who first pledged themselves to his cause were all descendants of the Lochknights. Praising the benevolence of Arrhenius seemed like the safest approach, and inquired about his knowledge of natural philosophy from that era. He was silent for about half a minute, then told me not to probe too deeply into those ancient philosophies, saying there was a reason they had been forgotten. Still, as a gesture of gratitude, the Golden Hunter was willing to tell me the names of these patterns. The seal of chemical marriage. According to him, this symbol is even older than the Romurian civilization itself, and was one of the gifts bestowed upon King Remus by the Golden Bee. What exactly those were remains unclear. The rise and fall of empires and civilizations, the ascension of mortals, and the emanation of light. What is this? Even dreams of surpassing the gods. What is this? All of these can be represented by this formula. I cannot understand it at all. He declined to elaborate, and so I can only record these matters here, as they were told to me, in the hope that those who come after might one day decipher their meaning. Interesting. Okay. What about this one? A Tonki sermon dictation, explicitations on the chemical marriage. Fundamentally, what the ancient orders designated as marriage was, in essence, an interpretation of ontologically distinct orthants. As you can see, it is magic set in motion by the 3 particles above kingdom, yet its metaphysical origin lies in the emanations of the 4 particles beneath the firmament. The alchemists of Khaenri'ah are prone to disregard the metaphysical sentiment and effect, pursuing instead the gold of the ignorant within the material world. It is for this reason that their crude inquiry cannot be compared to the great undertaking we are to achieve today, one that is founded upon ancient Remurian-style theory. 3 pertains to appearance, while 4 pertains to their intrinsic. 7, obtained through their overlap, constitute the number of paths for vertical transcendence. We designate this process of overlap as marriage, for the union of the two through a mediating medium is akin to the matrimonial covenant of those bound in mutual love. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing and reversing its effects could generate potential ideas. Nevertheless, there is one thing everyone must keep in mind. Solve the first half of the equation, leave the second unattacked, but you have all in the clear light and some, though not all, in the dark. This is not because they possess any sanctity that renders them untouchable, but because they offer no benefit whatsoever to the world formula. Only mediocre minds foolish beyond a certain measure would actively seek to trespass upon such prohibitions, because in the eyes of the ignorant, taboo and precious are semantically identical. They fail to recognize that in most cases, taboo, like convention, lacks merit for deeper inquiry. Take heed. What we speak of is the act of overlaying your dream upon the dream of gods, of overlaying your law, your will, and the starry sky upon ineffable sacrifices and despair. We do not speak of the following emanations to achieve ascension to the ranks of gods. This is a base dream doomed to perish within an eggshell. What I aim to teach you all is the principle of transcendence, the infinite expanse, and the innumerable stars within it. You too must act in this manner, unbound by any constraint. To choose division for the sake of convergence is the necessary path of marriage. At its core, magic is the science and art of effecting change according to the consciousness. Marriage is the instrument through which the art is realized. It is neither the subject that creates art, nor the subject that art is created upon. The subject is always, and can only ever be, consciousness itself. One who is free from the weakness of consciousness bows neither to gods nor death. Keyword passage located. Alright, let's take a look at the other 2 documents anyway. Hopefully they're not too long. Or 3 documents. Let's see. Ancient log. It seems the ordinary Dari machines can no longer satisfy him. As a result, the director used national resources to obtain something truly horrifying. Rumor has it that someone was nearly killed. I hope that this will help him achieve his research objectives. They even got him some rare Dari mechanical parts being studied by Sumeria researchers as part of the package. Things went out of control for a 3rd time. Guillotine may be willing to risk his own life, but that doesn't mean the rest of us feel the same. I came up with an emergency damage control strategy, and I hope he won't need to use it before he finishes his kinematics research. However, given his personality, it seems unlikely that he'll ever truly complete that research. It seems that his experiments into machines were intended to create a mechanical dog as proof of his accomplishments in kinematics and material science. It's actually a good idea that could be showcased in the city, and the creature is much more personable and likable compared to the automated turret next door. At least he lived long enough to be poached by the Marechaussee hunters. It wasn't easy for us to survive this long either, but what will we do with this blasted crazy killing machine that can repair itself? Whatever, that's a problem for future generations. Okay, so I guess that's how the mecha dogs were invented. Let's see, what is this? Ancient log Jacob Ingold. Anyway, when it comes down to it, our research directions are different, so I applied for a new research lab with the director, but there's nothing for it anyway. Elaine is incredibly intelligent, but he only trusts himself and doesn't trust our observations or accomplishments unless he reaches the same conclusions through his own calculations. Well, it's okay since Elaine is making the world a better place in his own way. I trust him because this is the world that Anne lives in, even though the Institute is full of people. I don't have many friends besides Carter. It feels like everyone kinda dislikes us. Renee managed to acquire something powerful to research. Apparently these appeared after the disaster and are very dangerous for most people. But I feel okay. Maybe my constitution really has gotten a lot better. I helped Renee out. When I visited him, I found out that he also attended Narcissus Croix Institute. We didn't tell him about the vice director abandoning us, or it would have made him sad. If only we could have helped him just like I was helped. After discussing it with Renee, he finally agreed to give it a try. He said since it's dangerous, everything needs to be made clear to Carter, and he must make the judgment himself as it concerns his own life. But if it's successful, then he'll survive just like I did. Okay, last one. Ancient log. Following Guillotine's instructions, the research went well. We've created a clockwork mecha that can release energy. To be honest, we no longer need to call it a clockwork machine, as it doesn't rely on elastic potential. It'll be compelling to see what the results he achieves next in kinematics. There's no way old-fashioned clockwork mecha can withstand such power output. Even young geniuses must stumble now and then. The thought of using this sort of unstable energy source is impressive. Though we have long observed these unique energies in Fontaine's atmosphere, water, and organisms, it has always been regarded as a latent threat rather than a potential resource. Aren't there, if there are few young geniuses, too many nowadays? The director is pleased, sure, but won't someone spare a thought for us ordinary people? I mean, not all of us are as simple-minded as Sherbius. It received a very high rating. If the patent were to be granted, the potential financial gain would be considerable. However, I decided to decline the opportunity because the machine was practically all Guillotine's work, and I can take no credit there. My family was quite angry about it, but as an engineer, one must have at least a little dignity and self-awareness. Still making improvements, and output efficiency has increased. Seems to have been specially recruited. That's good. Had he continued that line of research, who knows what horrors he might have unleashed. At this stage, we have to pull out. The director says everyone will be given a position and research resources after reconstruction, but I'm afraid if it were me, and I would use this as an excuse for a major shakeup, people like me won't get recalled anyway. Never mind, I've been pretty happy these past few days. I guess I'll consider it my retirement. I'll go to the city and open a small workshop repairing watches for folks. Cameras too. Right, I'll see if I can make a waterproof clock. With the way things are going, I might make a killing in the future. Alright, interesting. So we got all that history, and we got the keyword. Alright, let's return to our master and give her the keyword. There we go.
Otonki Sermon Dictation.
Otonki?
Explications on the chemical marriage. These titles are pretty esoteric. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing and reversing its effects could generate potential ideas. So, it's one of Renee's draft lectures. Deconstructing the pathway. I suppose that could lead to a breakthrough.
I guess there's one more we need to get, because she hasn't filled out the page yet. Or is she gonna fill that out herself?
This is so long. This guy sure loves showing off his knowledge.
Oh god, here we go. Waiting for the next directive, okay?
Polonia. Search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books.
I guess we're a manual search engine. Okay, yes, master. Oh god. How many documents are on this one? Please tell me it's less than 5. Okay. Oh god, there's 5. I should have said less than 4. Alright, let's see. Let's go left to right this time. The History of the Decline and Fall of Remuria, Collected Edition. The ocean gave birth to it all, yet also devoured everything. Legend has it that in the first era, the earliest peoples were self-supporting in their virtue, needing no laws or authorities. The envoys of the heavenly city walked the earth, and with their guidance, the people enjoyed enduring peace, prosperity, and abundance from the ancient days. This heaven-blessed reign lasted countless generations until people grew tired of their inscrutable eternity. Their offspring ceased to listen to the oracles. Instead, they desired things never promised to them by the divine, trying to break free from their fate. Enraged by their behavior, heaven sent gigantic waves to smash the settlers' cities. 100 days of rain came afterwards, and the roaring tides drowned in all sin and irrigation, and thus were the early peoples brought to an end. When the tide receded and the earth was revealed again, no cities nor civilizations now stood above the high waters. Survivors and the newborn alike lived amidst the forests and rivers, shorn of all knowledge and wisdom. Human lives were no different than those of wild animals on the earth or in the sea, driven on by the laws of nature, muddling through time with neither beginning nor end. Untold years passed, the throne of Gurabad was established and overturned in the far south, and the noble kindred of the east once reached the rim of the high waters, all while our ancestors remained bound by ignorance and superstition. Civilization and order were finally restored to the land named Fontaine, the day the great king Remus descended from Merapis in his golden fortuna. He taught people how to farm and raise crops in the land, and built temples and cities with giant rocks to house the people. Most importantly, it was he who spread the beauty of music and art, which differentiated humans from other living things, causing them to see themselves as masters of all things. With his immortal fleet, Remus conquered all the islands on the high waters. Even the great dragon beneath the abyssal depths submitted to his power. Those were the best days since the end of the earliest peoples, and eternal prosperity seemed so near at hand. The God King and his people indulged in the sweet dreams of carefree lives and fantasies of never-ending progress. However, the seers prophesied discord. The greatest empire will face the most utter destruction, and this is Fortuna. Thus did the God King derive the primordial plan from the 7-day rotation and the flowing winds of sea and land, and composed a harmonious symphony of prosperity. He believed that so long as all the cities echoed with this greatest of songs, they would escape the judgment of fate and at last reach the land of eternal bliss. But thusly do the ancient writers concur. Oceans will rise, empires will fall, and the only constant is change. Greatness and glory unto Remuria and its immortal ruler, Remus, king of all under heaven and universal Harmost. Today, the glamour and luxury of the bygone eternal city is beyond the imagination of even the most knowledgeable scholars. As you sailed past the ocean pillars along the royal fairway to the giant port playing host to Fortuna, the imperial ship, you would have first seen a lofty tower. The Tower of Remuria was not built to receive heavenly oracles, but to guide ships traveling between islands in the high waters. It is said that the tower stood at the border of reality and dreams. Even if sailors were to be lured into slumber by sirens, they could follow the sound of the bell to break through the mist and find their way to Remuria. Continuing along the royal fairway leading to the Machimos, where the brave Remurian warriors lived, the grand temples and arenas were built with giant carved rocks to commemorate the city's glory and victory. These solid and towering walls are decorated with glaze and gold. Bronze and marble statues arrayed the land in gold, spices, and specialties from the world over piled up in the markets. Traveling through Machimos, you would arrive at Capitolium, the center of Remuria overflowing with delightful aromas and beautiful melodies. It was a paradise for artists where only the outstanding intellectuals and musicians were allowed. Even among them, however, only a small fraction enjoyed the privilege of serving the God King. Here, all the theaters and palaces were established in shapes most harmonious, their beams and domes adorned with the most sumptuous and intricate carvings, and centered on a golden palace of towering copper pillars. The king, resting peacefully at the heart of the palace, listened closely to every melody and every note coming from every corner of the empire. Upon hearing any discord, the God King would correct it immediately with a pluck of his strings, bringing perfection to the symphony of his empire. To keep all the people upon the high water from destroying the symphony of universal harmony, King Remus promoted 4 humans of great capability to high post. He shared his power and authority with them, making them his partners in governance, the Harmos for all cities, to eliminate all discordant sounds. To spread the harmonious symphony throughout the world, he built far-reaching fairways which conveyed the melodies as never-ending ripples from Capitolium to every corner that sat above the high waters. Yet fate's decree was not for even such gods to defy, and to even attempt to escape distant judgment was a mortal sin. Amongst the God King's sins, the most terrible was the attempt to pass power that should have been reserved for the godly domain to humans. Thus, this power and status led to corruption and decadence, leading to violence and revolts. Such is fate's cunning that it uses the very powers that rebel against it to its own ends. When the day of destiny arrived, Remuria, the grand immortal city, faced an inevitable end. Today, the God King's melody is played only in Capitolium, and his mighty reign has ended. Thusly do the ancient writers concur. Oceans will rise, empires will fall, and the only constant is change. Humans, in their naivete, once believed that the reign of the King of Remus and his eternal city would surpass time and fate to last thousands of years, just like the giant rocks comprising the ringed ritual sites. Until that day, when the earth collapsed all at once, the tall tower was uprooted and drowned in the titanic waves along the great hall of pillars. Until that day, when the royal fairways and temples were reduced to ruins, and the city along with its residents, warriors, intellectuals, nobles, and even the golden palace, as glamorous as the shining sun, fell into a chasm of eternal darkness. That was the moment when the absurdity of their eternity finally dawned on them. Glory to our noble navigator, the ruler of rivers and seas, the queen of all waters. May she defend the law, and may her reign be long. Peace be upon all the realms of Fontaine and all the people under the heavens. When the royal city collapsed, the great powers shattered, and the people above the high water were perched on the precipice of barbarism and annihilation. It was our noble queen who settled the conflicts between the tribes. Around the flowing springs we established cities new, and started a world guided by laws that has endured to this day. The tragedy of Remuria occurred merely a century ago, but its history has already become concealed in legends and superstitions. This does partly come down to the fatal catastrophe that destroyed it. So ruthless and swift was the disaster that all the researchers in literature capable of passing down said knowledge now sleep beneath the waters with the Eternal City. Another key reason is the purposeful distortions created by the mysterious researchers who claim to be descendants of Remuria. My job is to extract and reproduce the true essential shape of this magnificent ancient civilization with the universal rationality of history. In certain folklore that exists today, even the greatest of ancient scholars have been painted as soul-stealing magisters who entrap mortal spirits within specially made magical golems, binding them into service. To be sure, the Remurians did make such terrifying golems, which to this day may be found, ruined, and out in the wild. But this may only be blamed upon the moral degeneration that came upon them in Remuria's latter days. Its people had forsaken their noble duties and embraced hedonism and debauchery, accepting the violence they inflicted on others, and thus they were also violently destroyed. Just as the ancient writers concur, oceans will rise, empires will fall, and the only constant is change. Okay, so those must be like the Legatus Golem and the other golems that you find in Petrichor. Interesting. Okay, God, that was just one document. It was a 3-page document. Holy crap. The Biography of Guillotine Deluxe Edition, Chapter 7, Guillotine in his later years. No one can know the root cause of every incident in the world. Humans are neither wise enough to predict the future, nor able to stop unfortunate accidents from occurring. It's a shame. There's nothing more to say. Alain Guillotine, in response to a question about his early years from Nellie Cochran, chief editor of the Steambird. After retiring from the Fontaine Research Institute, Guillotine declined all invitations from the Palais Momonia and civic organizations from the court of Fontaine. Instead, he withdrew to the Beryl region countryside, living in near total isolation from society. Notwithstanding, even prior to this, the reclusive old man had never formed any deep connections with others. If we were to take Madame Nellie Cochran at her word, then Alain Guillotine was, at heart, a lonely shut-in, always burdened by a profound sense of insecurity. It was for this reason that he maintained a detached attitude towards others, as if pretending to be unperceptive, he could hide the keen sensitivity of his spirit. He could not ease his own pain, nor share it with anyone. All he could do was enclose it like a pearl within the shell of his heart, shaping and polishing it with his very flesh and blood. Of course, Guillotine students would not accept such claims, dismissing them as attention-seeking nonsense, and nothing more than a smear on their master's reputation. This was the main reason why Rogier Coates, the third director of the Fontaine Research Institute, filed a lawsuit against the Steambird. He never employed any servants to tend to his daily needs. There were rumors that, in his youth, he had created a mechanical device capable of independent thought, and had used it to assist him in his work with Marianne Guillotine at the Maréchal Saint-Fantom. As a result, he had no need for servants. He only needed to create more of the same device. However, such claims were nearly at odds with the facts. The personal effects that Guillotine left behind after his death include nothing of this nature, and so-called mechanical devices capable of independent thought are entirely inconsistent with the ideas he expressed in his manuscripts. As he wrote in Hierarchical Calculating Machines and Intelligence, the real question isn't whether machines can think, but whether humans can. Fontaine's Natural Philosophy and Engineering Science Press, 3rd edition, section 13, page 5. We have every reason to believe that whatever contraptions Guillotine crafted in his workshop in his later years were deliberately destroyed long ago. After all, it's hardly uncommon for an engineer to discard their designs. Popular fiction has offered many flights of fancy about these contraptions, yet all such tales contradict the surviving evidence. Nevertheless, we must recognize that, as a cultural symbol, Alain Guillotine's posthumous work has been instrumental in stirring the imaginations of the young. Okay. What's next? Irrelevant Mechanical Blueprint. Okay. What is this one? Time Trekker Collected Edition. This is a story from many years ago. After the evening banquet, Miss Aviva, who today would be Lady Nenonin, was as always theatrically grousing us about all the all-too-swift march of science, though her grasp on engineering is even less firm than her knowledge of Watatsumi Island's soil quality, and of course she knows nothing about the latter either, but self-proclaimed interest in engineering was in vogue among some ladies and gentlemen at the time. Our ancestors had already conquered this land thousands of years ago, she said as she cleared her throat, twirling her jade-plumed and blue gem-encrusted folding fan, while endeavoring in vain to wear a visage of despondency. And a few hundred years ago they conquered the oceans with ease using new diving equipment. Today some noble young folk have suddenly got it in their heads to use a so-termed gravimeter to break free from the Earth's shackles and conquer the skies, and surely I fear their dream may yet become reality in the near future. Indeed, it is as you say, humans. What a mighty and energetic species with such great wisdom. No matter the circumstances, humans ever seek to change their living conditions with unimaginable passion. The Steambird editor immediately opined, in truth, when it comes to mechanical engineering in theory, humanity is already on par with the creator. They have conquered most of the natural world, and by their will they can shape this world anew. That's not what I meant to say, Miss Aviva said with an effective sigh. Those distant and dark unknown continents, those ruins hidden deep beneath the seas, all that romantic exploration and trailblazing, such great achievements, that which has put the glorious achievements of our sciences and reasoning on full display, have all but become lost to our civilization. Our forebears reached too high and achieved too much, leaving too little for us to explore or conquer. Could there be a sadder fate to befall those ladies and gentlemen amongst us who were born to crave the exploration of the unknown? Here, her pretentious invocation of the legendary King Agriadai's words seemed an attempt to prove how truly this state of affairs hurt her. However, everyone simply sat around lazily, at most giving polite nods. Lady L lightly yawned. Seeing how no one answered, Miss Aviva's enthusiasm faded, and she proceeded to switch the topic to next week's ball. This was evidently a more popular topic, and the stiff atmosphere once again grew lively. Monsieur Ritar was just about to regale us with a tale he had heard in Sumeria regarding a tower, a mage, and a glass ball, but before he could begin, Mr. Cyric, who had remained silent till now, interrupted. Good Miss Aviva, the things you have said certainly left an impression on me. He lit a cigarette. However, you need not worry. There is still one space that is yet to be subdued by humanity. Indeed, if the required techniques do not emerge, I fear it will never be. Where is that? Ritar asked, a sullen look on his face. He had been so confident about his monkey story after all. Time. The room fell silent momentarily before all present broke out into laughter. What preposterous talk, Dr. Rainier declared, trying not to laugh. Firstly, how can time be considered a part of space? Can you separate yourself from time and exist independently in space alone? What do you mean? I mean to, at this moment, still be speaking to me, and in the next disappear without a trace. Is this possible? I waited for a moment as if waiting for others to think. Obviously, anyone with the capacity for rigorous thought would know for certain that much like length, width, and height, time is also a dimension of space. As such, it is part of nature and can thus be conquered. Utterly preposterous, the doctor muttered, but did not refute the statement. I have been involved in research of this sort for some time, he continued, and I have come up with a machine that can allow people to travel through time as they please. This machine will be ready in 2 months. At that time, Miss Aviva, I invite you and all the ladies and gentlemen present here to my workshop to bear witness to humanity's next great achievement, the conquest of time. Miss Aviva did not speak. In fact, from her expression, our noble friend did not understand Mr. Cyric's words at all. 2 months later, we, the Steambird editor, the doctor, Mr. Revelo Oliver, and others who had attended the evening banquet, came to Mr. Cyric's workshop as agreed, and Miss Aviva was not there, for she never had much interest in such things, but instead found more meaning in attending a social ball at Salon Carita. Surprisingly, Cyric had grown older and more frail in just 2 months. In the dim light of the lamp, his once enthusiastic, arrogant expression had hardened into something indifferent and solemn, almost like the emaciated ascetics of Sumeru. He welcomed us to take our seats, speaking in a calm tone. Oh then, what is your plan to conquer time? How is your plan to conquer time progressing? The Steambird editor asked directly. Where is the time machine you spoke of? Cyric did not reply. Instead, he pointed to the desk next to him. Our gazes followed, and in the middle of that table was a gold-plated whale-shaped model airship about the size of a small clock. Even a non-professional eye could readily discern that the model was of exquisite craftsmanship. Beneath its clear crystal shell, an indistinguishable and formless color flowed ever so slowly, glowing faintly in the lampshade shadow. So, the doctor said, it took you 2 months to make this little toy that would amaze even Lapout's artisans? It certainly looks like nothing special, Cyric said, an inscrutable emotion shining in his eyes that could almost be called pity. But this is simply a projection the object has left in this moment, just as one can only see a thin line when viewing paper from the side. Blithering nonsense. For some reason, Cyric did not refute that statement, merely asking us in a calm tone to hear him out concerning his time travel experiences. We agreed and so began to tell the story I shall now relate below without interruption from beginning to end. For all of you, it was 2 months ago when I first told you of the idea of a time machine. Similarly, it must have been a week ago when I finished constructing said device and stepped into it, initiating the very first instance of time travel in human history. These strange sensations that came over me as I traveled through time are beyond words, just as there are no words with which one can impress the stars' brightness upon a blind person. About 20 minutes after this, though describing time travel by using subjective time is quite meaningless, the machine ceased operation. I looked about me then and realized I was in a Remurian imperial settlement. The grand temples and arenas carved of titanic stone would make the opera Epicles hang its head in shame, while the creations of Alain Guillotine would be little more than a child's wind-up toy before the towering Remurian golems. Just as I was beside myself in awe, a few patrolling troops discovered me. Seeing my strange style of dress, they took me to be a spy for the barbarian tribes. They seized me, naming me a lowly slave, a degenerate believer in a false god, and threatened to throw me into a deep cistern to feed the vipers. Fortunately, the local Adile, I later found out that her name was Idea Anavana, realized that my identity was anything but ordinary, and had sent me before her. She endured my calamitous grammar and catastrophic accent. At that time, I could not even pronounce Remuria, with it coming out something more akin to Emuia, while asking me many questions, which I answered truthfully. Quickly, she accepted the fact that I was from the future and showed me a stone slate that the slaves had recently dug up. The slate was a perfect square, each line and column engraved with the 7 symmetrical sequences of symbols. These were not in Rimurian script, but rather the characters we use today. Regardless of the manner in which the text was read or the order or direction, the information within the text did not change. It was an elaborate riddle involving dogs, pastures, cyan finches, the summer rains, the song of the roses, a Rishbalon tiger's stripes, and the ordered patterns of rocks. Despite my longtime love of wordplay games, this endless cycle of riddles made me terribly dizzy. For some reason, I knew that I must solve it no matter the price. I spent half a year doing so alongside Idea, and as it turned out, the key to deciphering it lay within the name of a slave now 30 years dead, while the answer was a date set several hundred years after the Empire's fall. I bade Idea farewell and stepped back upon the time machine, forwarding myself to the date in hopes of finding the secret beyond that stone slate. There I met several Marusause hunters, and they showed me another stone slate, which again had 49 mirrored characters on it that formed another riddle. Again, the answer was a date, one set in a future still further off. Following these stone slates' directions, I crisscrossed the fabric of past and future, shuttling back and forth 13 times. Each stone slate's riddle was trickier than the last. One of them could only be cracked using a bad romance novel that would only be published 300 years hence. The 5th word of the 37th page of that book would form a conjugate with the full name of the 375th Marisan Guardian Notch officer from 375 years ago. Another riddle cipher was based on a white flower that will only bloom several millennia in the future. I know not its name, and its pistol structure is very strange indeed. It might be a mallow of some sort, but I cannot be sure. That flower is nourished by skylark calls, and so one of the clues to its cipher was the number of ribs on a skylark during Rimurian times. I suppose that is, generally speaking, just how riddles worked. The final stone slate came from the underground storeroom of the Basil Elton Memorial Museum and had not but one number on it, 0. I do not know what I was thinking at that moment. After all, setting my destination to 0 is an action utterly devoid of meaning, but I punched the number into my time machine all the same and pulled the control lever. After who knows how long, the machine stopped and I sensed that I was floating atop a sea with no waves or tides, for even the wind did not exist that moment. The sky that loomed overhead was not blue, but a dark red adorned with countless stars pale and distant, like salt frost lining the shore. I stared at this for the very first of oceans, transfixed, and several minutes passed before I realized that there was something shadowy hidden beneath the placid surface. It was the Palais Mormonia, which should not be there. At that moment, I could hear someone call me by name. Neven Sirik. The voice called. I turned and it was like looking into a mirror, a man identical to myself looking me dead in the eye just as I did to him. Neven Sirik, he continued, you wish to conquer time. No one can do that. It was you who left those riddles behind? It was you who left those riddles behind. He repeated my question as if it was an answer. Those riddles are a part of time and every matching symbol is time itself. So the answer to the riddle of time is 0. 0 is not an answer. Instead, it is another mystery, for the answer cannot be found in the riddle, he said. The answer to time's riddle is a mirror, or perhaps I just say that this is the answer is the simplest to comprehend. When two mirrors face each other, time is the infinite reflection of light therein. Countless diverging, converging, and parallel lights form the illusion we call time. There is no past or future, for the past is the future. As you stand here at the moment 0 and look forward along the gap between the two mirrors, all beams of light fall along the same plane and not one may escape. The Palais Mormonia had already sunk long before it was ever built, and the sunken palais will be raised anew. Joy, sorrow, tears, and death must infinitely recur, for this is the nature of a mirror. Similarly, you can never conquer time, just as you can never grasp your shadow in your hand. Perhaps it was horror or momentary frenzy, but when he finished, I whipped out the firearm I kept for self-defense, leveled it at his head, and pulled the trigger. The room was silent. I do not expect you to believe me, Sirik said as he stood up, his eyes sweeping the room. Just take it as a bunch of bunk that I made up to cover up for my inability to make a time machine. Makes of it some lame tale, a dream born purely of delusion. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, I shall take my leave of you. My future self awaits a riddle that I must set him. I never saw Sirik Neven again. Wow, that sounds really similar to what Columbina is going through. Interesting. Okay, and we know that what she's going through is true, right? So I think that story was actually true. Okay, this is the last one. Great Detective Herlock, the Alchemist and the Clockwork Saint, Chapter 6. So the story ends like this. Herlock sat down and lit his pipe. Is this supposed to be like Sherlock Holmes? Herlock, Sherlock, wow. But the rest of us, whether it was Agent Gina, Miss Jacoba, or the Commissioner, Miss A. Chia, looked at one another in confusion. You must still remember that the locations of the 4 previous cases were equidistant. There was a symmetrical pattern between the time, space, and even the first letters of the 4 victims' names, Herlock said. This is also why Gina's deduction was completely off the mark. The murderer knew that she, possessing basic knowledge of the mystic arts, would assume that the followers of the Lilliputius Ordo would treat the patient as a necessary ritual sacrifice, so the culprit led her believe that their assumption was entirely correct. But when Duke St. Germanus departed, he clearly said that everything was beyond redemption, and the next case would also. Ancient Gina protested somewhat reluctantly. He's only a genius when it comes to mechanics, and everything else he's just an ordinary person. Herlock paused and continued. He's always been the type to like things he could fully understand, just like you, Gina. Ah, I get it, Miss Jacoba shouted suddenly. My dear Herlock, now everything's crystal clear. The 4th victim's death wasn't a carefully planned murder, it was pure coincidence. He only wanted to kill those 3 unfortunate gentlemen to avenge his comrades from the Lilliputius Ordo, but the traps he set weren't limited to those 3 locations. He was worried that the plan might fail, since the 3 victims were all well-protected figures after all, so he added a few extra traps. Yet he never expected that, with Gina's interference, the plan would go far more smoothly than intended. Miss Jacoba, please don't speak as if I were the accomplice. Agent Gina's face turned as red as a sunsetia as she protested indignantly. How adorable. Indeed, Herlock said calmly. It was unclear whether he meant that Miss Jacoba's deductions were correct, or that Agent Gina was indeed an accomplice. Most of the experimental devices proposed by the Lilliputius Ordo were built on a simple basic tree model logical structures. They do not recognize their own masters, following only the commands they were initially given, so they end up killing said masters. This is why I keep saying, don't put too much trust in Clockwork Mecha. Unlike humans, machines have no heart. I remained silent as usual, but Miss Jacoba glanced at me with what seemed like a hint of puzzlement. What's wrong? Why are you standing there in the silence? Is there something on your mind? No, I just didn't expect the truth to be so simple. Of course, my understanding of Clockwork Mecha cannot compare to that of Duke St. Germanus, but I've done a bit of research. To suggest that those mechanisms were merely activated by Mr. Marcello's mishandling seemed a bit too contrived, but to imply that there was another mastermind behind it all felt like stretching into the territory of conspiracy theories. After all, no one besides us could have pulled off the operation I envisioned. So I decided to abandon further speculation, choosing instead to enjoy the reactions of the adorable Miss Agent Gina. This is why you don't understand deduction. Agent Gina seemed to have regained her confidence, not to mention her mild sense of superiority, over me. Excitedly, she raised a finger. Isn't there a saying that goes something like, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however... Stop right there. That's Phantom something Mass Rob something story. We don't have the publishing rights from their publisher. Herlock took another drag of his pipe. He seemed to be lost in thought once more. Regardless, this case came to an abrupt close. A person who did not manage to witness the end, a person who did not manage to achieve his ideals, a person who indulged in fairy tales, who dreamt of following the hero he admired, yet never saw his dream fulfilled. Someone who had everything, someone who lost everything, someone who woke up, someone who never would wake again. Unstinting in sacrifice, unflinching in farewell, undaunted by pain, yet in the end, the sacrifices remained only sacrifices, the partings remained only partings. Clocks tick through tranquil years, fish swim in crystalline springs. No matter how grand a dream it is, it will fade away like this, forlorn, wordless, silent. And after that... Alright, we got the keyword tree model, finally. Woo! That was a lot of reading. Okay. Yes, Master Marionette, here is the keyword.
Most of the experimental devices proposed by the Lilliputius Ordo are built based on the simple and basic logical structure of a tree model. Lilliputius. Guess they were trying to cover up the name of the Narcissenkreuz Ordo? When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no going back." Alas, he is only a genius when it comes to machines. In all other things, he is but ordinary. Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. What kind of book is this? Great Detective Herlock, The Alchemist and the Clockwork Saint? Isn't this a novel? Come on.
Dude, she's so tiny compared to the chair. Like, look how big the chair is for her.
Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Whatever. I guess it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Renee would say nonsense like that on occasion. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly, this sounds more like occultism, but if Albedo vouches for it, I suppose there must be some alchemical basis to these techniques. The way Alain Guillotin saw it,
Alain
the world was
Guillotin.
comprised of machines. The universe needed machines, and thus his technologies were created. That's why I was born. René, his full name was René de Petrichor, if I recall correctly. Sounds like he and the town must be intricately connected. That place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remurian civilization. Seems like some of his projects were based on their technology. The cutting of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques underpinned René's research. Assuming that the 4 orthants correspond to alchemical categories. The chemical marriage model? Alain would have scoffed at that. He never would have let those theories or parameters anywhere near his mathematical formulas.
There we go. Now we have a full diagram.
What was Alain's view on René? I know he mentioned the name, albeit very rarely. Oh, now I remember. Alain's old notes are here too. They mentioned René once. René seemed most out of sorts when he spoke to me. A lack of sweet foods has dulled his mind, I should think. Either way, his words are not to be believed. Yep, that sounds like Alain. My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all these materials. Makes a change. Good for them. Some of Alain's old files are completely consistent with these records. He must have gotten them from the Tower of Gestalt. I never knew he got his hands on René's records that early. He may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Didn't believe a word they said. Come to think of it, René's world formula was filled with calculations of constants. That shows he believed that the fate of the world to be predetermined. As for Alain, it's been too long. I forget what he said. What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but not headstrong enough. The world can be changed. It is worth persevering. Yes, that's how he used to think at least. He created that procedure to save this world. Yet the scale of the world's fate proved too enormous. The result was beyond his ability to calculate. He died having never seen the outcome. And there I was, left behind in the ashes of his dreams. Did you really never take a close look at René's research? Or did you read it but deem his philosophy incompatible with your model? The very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas probably made you feel sick to the stomach. Well, don't worry, because there's a whole new category of lunatic in town. Next to Dottore, every other madman looks sane. You once asked me what I wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for things you'd sooner die than witness. Even the tiniest variable can make big waves in the present. Now then, allow me to put these incompatible fragments together in your stead. First, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle. Absolute nihil on one end, absolute reality on the other. Now, search between these two extremes. Then, the construction criteria. Variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system.
Like the Descenders.
Input variables. Traverse the world, space-time, and civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to determine which variables they point to. The primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. The power of light. Yes, light. Records. Hyperborea. This is horrendously complicated. After all that, I'm still missing a few variables. I need to think this through again. How do you think it looks, Polonia? Like the frenzied scrawlings of a madwoman?
Can you even talk?
Fine, keep it to yourself. It's not like you can talk anyway.
Question answered.
I'll assume you gave it a passing grade. I jest. But true madness does often start with trying to save the world. What would Arlecchino and Columbina think if they saw this incomprehensible hen scratch? They'd probably have me institutionalized. So would Rosaline. She's been dead for a while now.
Why is she laughing about that?
When I close my eyes and think back, I can still see her face. And that enormous dress she used to wear. Such a bizarre choice. What possessed her? Oh, and the clack-clack of those heels used to drive me insane. No one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted to save the world. I'm not crazy. I don't have delusional ambitions, and that's a clinical fact. The world needs a solution, but I don't need the world's validation. It's the world begging me for answers, not the other way around.
Oh, here we go. Controlling Felonia again. Hand the document to the marionette. Tea time. Oh, okay. So we get to have tea time. Good. We need a break after all that reading. Alright, time for some tea. Prepare the tea. Take out refreshments. Prepare tea. It's like pouring it. How come I can't see his hands? Why is it floating? Or is he making it levitate? Does he have like psychic powers or something? Plate refreshments. Oh, those are like fortune cookies, dude. What the heck? Alright, cool. Oh, cool, he's holding it. That's cool. I wasn't expecting that. They don't usually do those types of animations in this game. Alright. Here is your tea, master.
Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. They must be from that person who brought those documents. I see they're from Hotel de Boer.
They're fortune cookies.
Something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the Fortress of Meropede's fun-filled mill collection system. Fortune cookies. Have a lucky start to your day.
Maybe she'll get an idea from them.
Sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. Be early to bed and early to rise. Get plenty of sun and drink plenty of water. Then things will surely go well for you. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magically gonna save a world on the brink of existential peril.
Okay. Dude, that section was a lot of reading, man. Hopefully this next section has a little more action in it. Even though I, was amused by playing as Felonia.
Lady Arlecchino. Word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are all in position. They are ready to act as soon as the order is given.
This guy looks kind of like Omni-Man a little bit. Ilky.
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their lives at the hand of the monsters released by the Doctor.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks and keep in contact.
As you wish.
Oh, playing as Arlecchino. Cool. Okay, hold on. Should we unlock that teleport waypoint first? Oh.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Child. We haven't seen him in a long time. Ever since we saw him with Skirk, right? I think that was the last time we saw him.
Did Dottore really have to build his lab right on the sole path between Snezhnaya and Nod Krai? Had to go on a huge detour to stay out of its line of sight.
When Skirk threw him into the portal, remember?
Sounds like an arduous journey. I assume you've brought word from Her Majesty?
Of course, all part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a formal verdict on whether he has turned traitor and whether he poses a threat to Snezhnaya.
Ochranka.
While they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and receive the refugees from Nod Krai.
They are nearby. My team will escort you to them shortly.
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone personally. Huh? Where is Sandrone?
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed sensible to have one person on standby at base while the other came out to meet you.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsa's decree this time is pretty awesome sounding. I think she'll like this one. Still, I wonder what... Wait, what's that? Did one of our troops turn into a monster?
What?
Take him out.
Take him out. Okay, we're gonna play as Child now. Oh, okay. We have both of them. Cool. I don't have Tartaglia, so...
This is gonna hurt.
Even though I don't like him, I'm gonna play as him.
You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino. Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the praise, but I am not fighting you today.
I knew it.
Oh, those guys are our allies. I got so used to these dudes being enemies, I didn't realize he was helping me. I was like, why can't I mark him?
Amateur mistake.
There we go.
I can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment, and the next...
Another fine piece of work by our dear colleague, I'm afraid.
What in the world has been going on in Nod Krai?
A lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to Columbina, then built a 3rd moon marrow of his own to concentrate the Trilunar authority in his hands.
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not moon marrows. What's his next DIY project? He's gonna build a god?
DIY.
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of gods seem mundane by comparison. I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan. But right now, you're acting like a common adventurer.
Thanks for speaking up for me. Those 2 really took me for a ride back then. Then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them the way I did. That's gotta count in my favor, right?
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience. I might have to lower my opinion of you.
No. I'll stop talking. Please, go on.
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power in ways that continue to corrode the outside world. As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of his experiments, and not a strategic move. That radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that he could become an experimental subject. Also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted with a curse. As such, I cannot leave Nod Krai.
This is so much worse than I thought. No wonder Her Majesty's decree is so extreme. While these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers. Should Dottore pose a threat, Arlecchino and Sandrone are permitted to eliminate him.
Wow.
My thanks to Her Majesty. I will pass these good tidings on to Sandrone.
Her Majesty has also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nod Krai due to the presence of unretrieved research material.
So I guess it's open season on Dottore now.
A wise decision.
By the way, how's my old partner doing? I'm assuming they're with you?
Nope.
Partner? You mean the Traveler? I'm afraid I have bad news. He was captured after our failed assault in Dottore's lab. His whereabouts are currently unknown.
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone to pick with him?
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure he does. He must have some other goal in mind.
This won't do. I have to rescue him.
You can't. We have no idea where the Traveler is.
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here twiddling my thumbs?
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is complete your mission.
Fine. I guess I'll leave this to you then.
One last thing. Tell the Rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of every nation in Tevat. Beware. An uncontrollable pollution is spreading forth from Nod Krai.
The Rooster?
The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his experiments. The Fatui and our allies will endeavor to contain the threat.
Is the Rooster Pantalone?
However, if Nod Krai falls, things are likely to escalate. Considering Dottore is one of our own, all Fatui stationed in Nod Krai consider it our duty to stay and fight him to the bitter end.
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it, I'm sure Her Majesty won't stand by and do nothing.
I hope you're right.
Damn. Whoa, look at that orb. That bubble.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that gliding exam exemption? I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed well outside the city and walked in through the gates.
Why is he talking about this right now?
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
Gliding exam.
What are the doctor's energy fields even made from? The usual attract and repel principles that govern Kuvaki don't seem to apply to them.
They are very mysterious, but ultimately, they appear to be comprised of energies from the 3 realms. Thanks to research by Master and the Hexen Circle, we know that Tevat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial power of the Light Realm, which is antagonistic with the power of the Void Realm. Since you have the power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that this energy field contains no abyssal energy.
That's true. It's not abyssal energy. It's something pure, wild, and untamed.
It's primordial.
I've been thinking about something. Do you still remember the device that Dory supplied from the Academia when you and Miss Columbina fought Rarier? That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've ever seen. The design, the craftsmanship, the material selection. I couldn't fault any of it, not to mention the operating principles. Surely the most ingenious feature of all. Dory didn't go into detail on how it functions, but I have a working theory. The clue was that Miss Columbina was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided, despite the fact that, as a moon goddess, she should only be able to use light realm energy in principle. Now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived from light realm energy to begin with. Hence, I suspect that the device works by restoring elemental energy to its original state. This presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of light refracted through a prism.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps it is no mere analogy. Maybe there is indeed a prism in this model. I almost wonder if the idea for the device was conceived based on direct observations of said prism. It would explain how such an ironclad design concept was achieved.
All right, there's 7 elements. There's 7 colors in the rainbow, and light realm energy is like white light, which contains all of the colors, and the prism can separate them. Interesting.
It is at once a masterwork of engineering and a groundbreaking application of the Academia's latest elemental theories. I suspect only Lesser Lord Kusanali herself could have devised such an ambitious technology. But back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light realm energy, its relation to elemental energy is one of integration versus division. Or you could say that the former contains the latter. Could this mean that elemental energy can dilute the power of the light realm?
Should we give it a try?
What if they combine all the elemental energies?
We should.
Like one of each element, you know?
Ha! It works!
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field. This indicates that elemental energy can disturb or even negate the field. Now you try.
All right, here goes. It's working!
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again. No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a significantly greater extent. I now feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm energy, and that elemental energy can dilute it.
But the energy field is huge. How much elemental energy will it take to neutralize it?
We don't have to neutralize it completely. We can try other approaches.
Can they just create like an opening, like a gateway, you know?
That's all for theory. Would you like to continue watching?
So you knew I was here.
Huh? When did you get here?
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru. You can end a person's whole career by interrupting them mid-speech.
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched. Could I ask you to lend me a hand?
With what?
A little test. Try using Anima to unleash a concentrated assault with circular blades, with the goal of breaking through at a singular point.
Nice! This time it tore through the field.
Tremendous. This is a major breakthrough.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity. Durin, You stay here and watch the entrance. Hat Guy and I will go in to investigate.
Sounds sensible to me. Keep your eyes peeled, Durin.
Don't worry, I got this. You two be careful in there. Just give me the signal if you need help, and I'll dive right in.
What do you mean, signal?
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When 2 bottles of it are smashed on the ground together, they emit a blinding burst of light. If it comes to that, remember to shield your eyes with your hat.
Glad I asked. Thanks for the heads up.
Alright, here we go. Nice. So we have Albedo and we have Wanderer. Cool. Alright. They don't even react to each other, right? Geo and Animo? Enter the energy
Like
field.
I thought. Beyond a certain distance, we can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
So this must be like the alternate...
Sounds like Dottore style to me.
Alternate reality bubble or something.
Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field appeared.
Oh, is that guy dead?
They have no heartbeat and they're not breathing. We can only assume they're dead. But there are no visible wounds. Also, there's an animal squatting next to each body.
Why?
It's watching us. That's not an animal's gaze.
Okay. So they're that reminds me of like there are no birds. If you ever heard that conspiracy theory, like all birds are just like spying robots. Or pigeons, I guess.
What are you trying to tell us?
Doesn't seem eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after all.
Let's keep looking around.
Okay. Oh, I wonder if the souls of these people went inside the animals or something, you know, and they're like desperately trying to get back into their body or something.
Same situation everywhere. Not a living soul in sight. Just countless bodies with animals standing watch over them.
Well, I think we can safely rule out the possibility that they're all pets.
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration for other people's feelings?
Just being cautious. I don't doubt that you can handle the truth.
Careful.
Oh, the music's getting all distorted.
Please, help us. Please.
Whoa.
Over there. I hear a voice.
Where? Higher. Okay, he's probably up there. Oh, he's up on the platform.
Please, help us.
What happened here?
I don't know. Suddenly, everyone collapsed. Then my line of sight got lower. I still have some of my senses left. I gotta get out of here.
What the heck? Yeah, see, I think their souls went inside the animals.
It looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy field. Maybe each energy field is its own giant experiment. Vile.
He's swapping human minds with those of animals. Even without the other circumstances, this would be an extremely radical experiment. Those people may have lost their sense of selves, but they are not fully animals either. If they were, they would have left. But instead, their instincts are driving them to remain by their dead bodies.
We should go. No sense in sticking around here longer than we need
Kinda
to.
effed up, man. Like,
Agreed.
Why would he do an experiment like that? Alright, let's get out of here. This is creepy as heck, man. The music got all distorted and weird. That was crazy. Alright, let's get out of this creepy place, man.
Too slow.
Oh, there's Durin. He's waiting.
Ah, you're back! Everything okay?
We saw some things that take a strong stomach. Otherwise, we're fine.
We should share our findings with the others.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, it's me, Albedo. We found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control, It's possible to tear them open using elemental energy. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale. Any residents who have failed to evacuate in time will likely meet a grisly end.
Sounds like he's living down to our expectations.
Might I ask how things are proceeding on your end?
I'm just about to get started. I'll be in touch once I have a result.
Understood. Stay safe.
I will.
All right.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
Oh?
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode.
All right. Here we go. She's using that power of that reliquary or whatever.
A vast wasteland. Is this the Traveler's inner world? I was expecting something more vibrant, to be honest. Wait, someone's there.
Lumine.
What are you looking at? In that case, I'll look at it with you. I want to know all about everything you've seen and experienced. Is there somewhere I should return to? Or should I stay here and be the hero everyone says I am? I don't dislike my current life. Roaming the land, fighting battles, accomplishing missions, earning a living, looking after Paimon. It's not so bad. I guess the only thing that's missing is that... you're not here with me.
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true feelings. It is filled with both longing and kindness.
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can't be there. Maybe it's the only way we can feel truly alive.
That is very true.
Time to delve a little deeper.
Oh. Alright, I guess we're gonna explore the Traveler's mind as Nefer?
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live, but it has character and a reasonable population density.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, don't be nervous. I was just thinking where might make a good starting point for your journey.
Journey to what?
Perhaps I should send you further afield. Conria, perhaps.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities that the Trilune creates. Anything that has existed in the past, I can now recreate. You simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling and fear getting answers that you are not ready to learn. But if we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship. In a moment, you will be able to...
Oh no.
Oh, he sees her in his mind? Or he can sense it?
What are you...
Uh-oh.
What are you gonna do?
Uh-oh.
Don't move.
Oh, crap. She should have waited to have Lauma with her to do this.
Something unwanted has crept into... Oh? Gone as quickly as it came.
Okay, at least she escaped. Damn, see, that was dangerous right there. Damn.
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side and destroyed you.
Damn, this kind of reminds you of like hacking in Cyberpunk. You know what I mean? Cyberpunk 2077, where you could get like fried if you get caught hacking.
This was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were exceptionally brave. Excellent work.
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where he is.
What is this endless darkness? I can't see anything, even though my eyes are wide open. But why?
He's in the void.
What happened?
There we go. Oh.
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours took a little peek into your mind.
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it? Did she use something as a medium to connect to me?
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear, have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. It would have been nice to capture the spy. I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly viscous, didn't it?
So he was like in stasis.
A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again. But only for you.
Weird.
No one else was affected. I dare say this is something only a god can achieve.
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have god-tier powers.
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing things out. I find I learn best by doing, and I have to admit, time is not the easiest dimension to control. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up lasting a whole month. Clearly some finesse is required to wield the authority over time as I wish. I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious. Had I been off by a year, a decade, or even a century, that would have been quite a different story.
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaboration. You aren't showing much sincerity.
Millions of years? To what end? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures who understand only that which they can perceive with their senses. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. But if I left you here for 100, 1,000, or 10,000 years...
people would forget him.
The sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not have the capacity to comprehend your suffering, and thus they could not empathize. Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Tevat, it is ordinary humans that account for most of the population. Their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Did you ever really hope that they could begin to understand someone like you? Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How long will it be before they start to treat you like the alien you are? Before you are ostracized, outcast?
I didn't know that we had a longer lifespan.
Alien?
Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. So many times you have served its will, and not once have the powers that be ever thought to grant you the one simple thing you wish for. You have been treated most unfairly. I can change that. I will grant you special privileges and give you back the status you rightly deserve as a descender.
I've entered the past 3 times at this point, but I still have so many questions. For instance, beyond each point being further back in time than the last, what determines the specific locations at which I can make entry? So far, the common thread linking all 3 scenarios is that the Traveler has been present, but it's more than that. I know I sensed something familiar around him. What was it? I'll keep this question in mind as I carry on.
Oh, what is that place?
Humans.
Oh.
You never change.
Right.
Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control.
We're going backwards, and now we're at the point where they were fighting Rerir. For the first time.
This looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
The cannon. That's right. I was at Silvermoon Hall and I sensed an abnormal Kuvaki fluctuation coming from Nasha Town. And right after that, came an ominous power emanating from Star Sand Shoal.
My body was once torn into countless pieces, and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished.
I wonder if I could try to prevent his resurrection. But how would I do it? What can I do, here and now?
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
No, I won't make it in time. He's using the Kuvaki shield, like I taught him. Is he going to use it to block the cannon's beam? He's strong. I'm sure he can manage. But the force released when the beam impacts the shield might lead to collateral damage. He's the island. The Frost Moon Scions will be exposed to lethal levels of Kuvaki.
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
Maybe that really was me after all. Well, future me. But I don't know if I have enough power left.
I like how it says present in that, subtext near future. So confusing. Let all mortal flesh keep silent before the light.
There's no time.
As I stood by the door of the golden house, guarding the eternal flame.
I have to make it. Oh, Frost Moon. Oh, great land. Oh, slumbering moonlight of Nod Krai. If you can hear me, if you can sense my call, then please, heed me once more!
Damn, that's the most emotional I think we've ever heard her. Whoa, oh, tap it. Cool, okay. This is interactive. Charge it up. There we go. Whoa. Ah.
Did it work?
Damn. I forgot what actually happened in that moment, honestly. Did we see a flash of light with her protecting us, or did Marionette help us?
Wake up.
Because I honestly forgot.
Hey, did you hear me? Columbina, I said wake up now!
Oh, good morning, Sandrone.
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not use my quarters as your personal nap room
Right.
next time?
She's traveling backward in time, so this must be when they were still in the Fatui together.
Aw, but I feel so safe here. And your coffee, right? It's so bitter, but it smells lovely.
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass tea?
The Frost Moon Scions certainly led a more frugal existence than the Fatui.
Then I'll bet you've never eaten one of these before.
What is that? A pastry?
It smells delicious.
A croissant?
That's because it's a Fontanian recipe. I had a little free time today, so I made a batch.
Oh, I didn't know she bakes.
Rosaline will be here shortly, but if you really can't wait, I guess you can go ahead and...
I bet she ate them all already.
Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating. Did the Frost Moon Scions not teach you basic table manners? Or did the rules not apply to you because you're the high and mighty moon goddess?
These are so tasty.
Of course they are. I made them.
Oh, man.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
What?
Because she's a machine?
You know, there's something I've always wanted to
man.
ask you. Why did you leave your old home and join the Fatui? I mean, I'm sure their food was awful. But there's gotta be more to it than that.
Well, life there didn't go quite how I imagined.
What were you expecting? You're a god. Your followers are gonna make some demands of you, right? Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink. How bad can it be?
Well, would you help other people? Just for free food and drink? The doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic. Lord something Fisher.
The Lord Artificer.
Fisher.
Some people can't keep their mouths shut.
Oh, Lord Artificer. And didn't he have something to do with the, narcissist?
Narcissenkreuz Ordo.
Yes, that was it. Narcissenkreuz Ordo. So, would you try to fulfill their wishes?
You must be joking. I wouldn't go even if they paid me. I don't even know them.
Exactly. Well, I felt the same way. I did not know the people who made demands of me.
What do you know? We're on the same page for once. In his later years, Alan did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do. If I had any wishes of my own. Well, I don't. And I'm not in any mood to fulfill someone else's either.
Who's Alain?
He was the... You know what? Never mind. You're not gonna remember. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, neither of us is the self-sacrificing type. Let me ask you this. What sort of place would you like to live in, if you could choose?
A place where people don't ask me for things I cannot give them. Where they don't worship me, or fear me, but just want to chat with me like a normal person. I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please. And ideally, it would be somewhere with the smell of coffee and snacks.
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Oh, man. Now what?
Did I pass out? Of course. I'm back here again. I dreamed of events from my
Okay, so that was a dream. I thought she was actually going back to it.
Sandrone. Traveler. I miss you all so much. Back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy on Hisi Island. But how did I do it? Time is flowing backwards here, and I can use that familiar power to enter the world of the past. That mystery ally everyone talked about. It was me all along.
Yep.
I can sense that there isn't much more power remaining up ahead. What lies at the end of all of this? Will time keep flowing into the past? And will I ever find my way back?
Damn.
It's getting harder and harder to use my power. I'm no match for the Abyss in this state. I need to avoid the contaminated fragments.
Alright, so they added at least another layer of challenge to this, so don't touch the Abyss fragments. It's like chasing me, though.
Time to go. I wonder where I'll find myself this time.
That looks like the lighthouse. Oh yeah, remember the book came out when we were searching that that ruin with Paimon and in Flins, and then the book just popped out?
The Final Night Cemetery.
Right.
This is where Flins is based.
Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most efficient option.
Seems like they're searching for information. Oh, I remember. Flins and Varka talked about some files on the Wild Hunt. Was this my doing too?
Yep, you knocked the book out of the shelf.
To expose the true intentions of this Rereer, we need to dive into Nod Krai's history.
Are my actions changing the past? Or are they simply completing a process? Is all of this inevitable? Or am I the one making these decisions? If I choose not to help them now, will it change how things turn out?
Hope we don't land on our
question.
heads then.
They're my friends. I can't not help them.
She didn't really laugh. It said ha ha, but she didn't really go ha ha.
Ghost!
And the other one was... Here.
Hey! Another file's moving!
Yeah, this part definitely reminds me of the movie Interstellar now, because they do the exact same thing. If you've never watched it, you should. It's a good movie, an interesting movie. You should check it out. Like they were trying to figure out how to solve a crisis on Earth. He goes to space, and then goes into a black hole, and goes back into the past, and then like influences his daughter to find the information they need to like solve the crisis in almost like this exact same fashion.
Luonnotar? You can sense my presence? Wait.
Oh, pulled away again. This is actually kind of reminding me of the Samsara too in Sumeru, like how things just keep repeating. But that was more like Groundhog Day.
So she's that familiar presence I've been sensing all along. She's always been by the Traveler's side. That explains why the Traveler has been there each time I've entered the past. But why Luonnotar? Is it because she has a connection to me as the Moon Goddess's familiar? If so, why not any other Kuhenki? That's...
Oh. Whoa. Is it another mirror?
I cannot sense any power up ahead. Just a void, stretching out into infinity. This is likely my final chance to enter the past. It's now or never. I have to find a way back.
Alright, which moment is this?
Hisi Island? How far back in time is this? Where's Luonnotar? I can't sense her presence this time.
Oh, seeing Nefer and Aino reunited like that sure was heartwarming.
Traveler, Paimon. No, stay calm. I don't have much power left to change things. I don't even have that much time left here. Think, Columbina. How do I find a way back? A way back? To where? Do I go back to Moonprayer Night? Or to the future that followed? And if I return in my current state, what will become of me then? Dottore's actions that day proved that he'd been planning that for a long time. He had already seized the power of 2 moon marrows before capturing me. Even if I managed to get back, how can I fight against him when he wields the Trilune authority? I can't. If I go back like this, I'll be playing right into his hands. I have to find some way of rivaling the power he has usurped. Wait. Time flowing backwards. The Trilune authority. Does that mean... I think I know what the final destination of this lunar reflection might be. I know what I must do.
Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions live. The vibe here feels different, just like the scenery.
But how do I communicate my plan to my friends? Should I write it down here? No, someone else will see it. I need something with a close connection to me. Something I can use as a medium to tell them what's happened to me in here. Now it makes sense.
Oh, damn. Whoa. The flower. Oh, I guess that's why I keep showing that flower on the loading screen. Whoa, damn, that's like a 5-star wish right there. Oh, damn, kissed him. He kissed him on the head. Luonnotar.
Hey, what was that? I feel like some sort of breeze blew by, and then the petals suddenly turned into... Huh?
It was I who brought Luonnotar
Yep.
into being. I gave up a piece of my own soul to create her. That's why I could sense a familiar power from the moment I entered this space. It also explains why she's been present in every past location that I've entered. Because we have a deep connection.
Hey there! What's your name?
And the reason why there are no more gates to the past after this point is that Luonnotar hadn't been born then. No wonder I sensed the trace of a blessing when we first met. But I still didn't recognize the soul hidden within you. Back then, I was just a little lost dove. I had yet to become Columbina hyposelenia.
Go on now. We've got stuff to do. Best you find someone else to hang out with.
Hey, you scared it off.
I'll be counting on you. Remember to stay by the traveler's side, guide him, and help him in my stead. Oh, and bring him to the garden where the moon prayer blossoms grow. There's a little lost dove there who will need his help. Go on. You too. Go and live your story. As for mine must go in a different direction.
Oh. Damn, okay, that was Act 7. A Traveler on a Winter's Night. Alright, so that was the Song of the Welkin Moon, Act 7. A Traveler on a Winter's Night. That was kind of a really slow, plotting storytelling, if I'm being honest. Like, there was a lot of reading in it, especially on the part with Polonia, and there was a lot of revisiting past events, but it was interesting peering into Dottore's mindset, and it's also just an interesting concept in general. Like I said, I keep mentioning that movie Interstellar, and this whole idea of like cyclical time instead of linear time is a really interesting one to me. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. Take care, everyone. Have fun. Bye-bye.